All right, we are live with season 10 of Pandora Survivor. Returners versus Rookies is the official season. So we've got 12 returners coming back from the last four seasons. Three seasons 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we're going to see how they fare with 12 newbies to the Pandora world. So, Justin, anything to kind of talk about before you do your thing?
Nope. I'm in the midst of a lot of chaos on this end, so I got to go handle that. But it should be really fun. Excited to see how this all plays out. They're already in there and talking to each other, which is something we started last season that I really liked, which is kind of dividing them into breakup rooms and allowing them this time to get to know each other and talk before the game actually starts. So I'm excited to see what happens, but I'm going to go do that. So good luck. Mike, if you have somebody to test that everything's working on the stream and such, or
Yep, I'm working on that right now.
cool. All right. Feel free to shoot me a message if you need anything. And cool. I'll talk to you guys at the end.
All right, good luck, Justin. I do not like that. Okay. So Melody is also here with us from season 8, correct? Was the winner. Yeah. And then Travis, of course, is here from season 1, representing the old schoolers. And then I will be your new official host for season 10. I almost said season 12. Getting ahead of myself. So I'm the official host. Hannah will be probably in and out throughout the month, but she is taking a break for the month, a well-deserved break. We will hear from her here and there, but she is taking her break this month. So first things first, so we had the cast reveal yesterday. Travis, you were part of that. Melody, you're going to get to see some of the people as we jump into these breakout rooms. So we're going to jump right in, I think, kind of listen to kind of what's going on, some of the chaos that's already ensuing, and we'll see what happens. So if you guys have anything to add as we watch, you guys can post in the stream, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
So let me share that. Boom.
I'm actually in school to be a teacher. I want to be a high school English teacher. Love that.
For you.
Love that. ELA is fun. I love teaching English.
What's your favorite book?
Depends. Like children's lit or like real people, like adult lit, like
Just like of all time, like the favorite book of all time.
I think a really formative book was Perks of Being a Wallflower. And then in school, probably like Charlotte's Web.
Eastern. So
What are you in school for? What are you studying?
business.
So is this everybody's first game, or has people played other games before?
I've
Online.
done a live game, but I haven't done an online like this.
Same. I haven't done any. I'm a big fan of Survivor, but I haven't done any of the like online games. Same. Okay.
Mhm.
I was just like, okay, yeah, we are all rookies. Great.
I've done like an online game, but I'm still like there are people who are in like the work community that are like they play a lot. I've done 2. My brother like played and he made me do a blood versus water one with him.
Oh, fun.
Play, and then I got dragged into another one. No, I'm like I'm done. Then I'm here, so I'm not done.
Never a long-term org, so this will be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
The live game was sort of fans versus favorites in a way. So if that's what this is, then
You're right. Yeah, it's very much like.
fully help. I don't know. I did Survival Challenge 2015. Durham Warrior Survival Challenge. I don't know if any of you watched the videos. They're on YouTube.
I'm actually watching the season that's just finished. I think they just posted the finale. I'm on episode 9 now.
Okay, yeah, 7. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Is that the one that Bob Crowley hosts?
Yep. We were on the
okay.
Crowley's campground. Yep.
Oh,
6 survivors in my cast. It was nuts.
who from Survivor is there on your cast?
From season 1, we had Joel Klug. From season 21, Jill Bam, Dr. Jill.
Wow.
Bryce Ann was in my cast.
Yes.
Nina Porsche from Worlds Apart. And then Jamie Newton and Brooke Struck from Guatemala.
Wow, that's some deep cuts. Did any of them win? Did you win?
No. No, I made it about halfway, and that was it for me. But a fan won, but Dr. Jill and Joel both made it to the final 3. Yeah.
Impressive.
This is a survivor-based game, right?
I think so.
Okay.
That's what I've been told.
Justin said Survivor with like elements of Big Brother and Sequester. So
Interesting. Okay.
we're the rookies. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll just be totally wrong though about RVRE. We'll see.
It's just like a joke to throw us off.
Yeah.
I love to say, like, I could do this online version of Survivor, but the real thing,
No way. I wouldn't want to see.
I'm like, let me go on Survivor real life because I can lose the weight. Like, I'm like, don't let me out. This is my weight loss, okay?
Yes. The Survivor diet. Hey.
Welcome, Cody.
hello.
Yo, I literally just got back from dinner, so it's like, oh, cool, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on time.
Are you all doing that?
Chilling. Good, how are you?
Dylan, I just got here and the cats already want attention, so hopefully they don't take precedence over you all, but I'm not sorry because they're cats.
I get it.
It's just to show one of them.
Oh,
Mhm.
so cute.
We'll see if he stays cute.
I closed my door so that my dog and cat, my dog would be right here, my cat would be like on my lap if the doors are open right now.
I had to do the same thing. Gotta lock them out.
Yeah.
Pounds. So yeah, it's intense. Like you'll see the cat going after the dog. I'm like, oh Lord. And my dog is 14, so it's like I feel bad for her. I'm like, no, say something. These, labs, they're very docile. They're sweet.
We did the same thing, but
Yeah.
they don't get. Well, they're
Really?
both. We got them both when they were babies, and we
Okay.
thought, oh, this would be so cute. They'll grow up together and be best friends. And
Right.
that's not exactly how it turns out. Yeah.
Who bullies who? Is it like the dog or the
Oh,
cat?
it's the dog, 100%.
The
The
dog.
dog.
Oh.
The dog's like, oh, this is my territory. Even though the cat was here technically first by like 7 days, but the cat knows how to own his place though. He's
Right.
he's all right.
time everyone's in.
7, 8.
Yeah, I know, it's 5. It's 5.
Yeah, it looks like it's daylight where you guys are, and I'm like, and here it's dark. I think it's because the light is behind me, so that's why I look darker in my video.
Hi, Darius. Last minute join. What's up?
Hello, how is everyone?
Living the dream.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Any quick thoughts after seeing who we got here? Melody, you're new. You had no idea who was going to be here.
I had a guess, but I'm really excited. There's a lot of org veterans, like actual people, and I really think that they can, like, oh my God, I can't speak. I really think that they can fight these vets. Like, I think they know what's going on. Like, Robbie, Cody, and Scott are all people who have done really well in the community. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so glad I'm not them. There's so much nervous energy right now.
Yeah.
They're also just because I literally just came off of that season 9. I was like, oh, I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
and like a cast of 24 is insane. You have to have like very big stamina.
Yeah, I agree. And there's gonna be a lot of people that we lose right in the beginning. So it's gonna be a tough night tonight, I think.
I feel like reputations are really going to come into play. Like, I think Allie's going to have a target on her back as soon as she stepped on that call, just because like people don't have the chance to get to know you. So,
I agree. Yeah, I'm interested because you've got a lot of connections on both tribes, right? Because we've got a lot of vets just in the ORG world in the rookie side, but with the returners, like knowing like what I know, you've got a lot of connections just between that group, and then of course that group can expand into that rookie group because of who they know. So it's gonna be really interesting to see kind of how it all shakes out. And so we've been teased, Melody, and you, Ashley, you were there last night, that there's going to be 4 tribes. So same start as last season. So it's going to be 6 on every tribe, assumingly, and probably 6 returners, 6 rookies, and 6 rookies. But I don't think that's going to last long. So I'm trying to think. So Melody, on your season, it was Allie, Darius. Right. And then there's no one else and Stephanie, right?
Yeah. So I think Stephanie has the most to prove, but she's definitely going to be the most like underestimated. I think Allie has the bigger target when Darius honestly played. Like his game was very formidable. Whereas Allie can just say, like, I got all my powers by luck. Like, there's no reason for you to target me. But I think Darius played. Like, I'm very scared for him.
Yeah. I think so. And from my season, you've got Brandon and Caleb and Brendan was idled out right at the beginning. So like first vote. So Leanne was supposed to go and it ended up being Brendan. So Brendan's got something to prove here. I think that he's coming in He came into my season feeling like I gotta play low key, I gotta play under the radar, but that didn't get him anywhere either. So I'm going to be interested to see kind of how he balances out his game in this one.
It's so funny too because like I know no one. In the 3 seasons I've played, literally I haven't seen anyone's game so far. So I'm just so interested to see how they start. A lot of people from the returnee side were like, I'm gonna play it cool and low key. That was like a constant theme last night and into today when we saw those videos. So it'll be interesting to see if they keep their word on that.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think it's interesting too, because you're looking at them and you're like, none of you are low key players. I even think about my cousin Brandon. He's super headstrong. He has a really good social game. Michael is a fierce player. Allie has proven herself in this game. Darius is a really strong social player. So it's going to be interesting to see like how all those dynamics or all their gameplay, which is very similar, ends up kind of shaking out. I don't know Susan all that well. We were supposed to watch her last season. And of course her tech evac. Yeah. But here she is. She gets another chance. So
yeah. The return of Susan.
So I'm excited to see her play. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is going to be great. And then, of course, on the rookie side, we've got a lot of, like Melody said, a lot of ORGers, orgers. So you've got a lot of people who know how to play Survivor and know how to manage an online social game. But this is a different kind of game. It kind of merges a lot of things together. It plays that mini version, but long term. So you got to play it like in increments. So there's stages to the game. So it's going to be interesting to see how they all figure that out too.
I was gonna say sorry, Ashley.
Oh no, go for it.
About Susan, she is from the org world, but she's normally known for being inactive and not playing because she's just busy. So it'll be really interesting because I feel like Pandora forces you to be active for 3 hours straight. So I think she could really shine. But yeah.
Yeah, that's where I struggled a lot last season too, was one that I had to play in stages, right? Because before just 3 days in a row. So I was like, okay, I can like do this for 3 days, but 4 weeks is a lot. And you don't want to like come in too hot right off the bat, especially if you're trying to play a low key game. So it'll be interesting.
Oh, I might have missed something. So I'm going to turn the audio back on.
Okay.
Because they're typing. Okay, so they've created 2 groups. There must be a challenge going on that I didn't notice because he didn't bring them back to the main chat. So we've got in the returners, we've got group 1 is going to be Allie. Here, I'm just going to show. Let's see if I can do that. Let's just watch the.
Donna was 6.
I don't remember my number season. I don't remember my number either.
That's fair. Cool. Just curious.
I was 5. That's 5. Yeah, I was 5 too.
Well, here he comes.
I'm just here to listen. If you have more to talk about,
In front of you, Justin? No thanks.
We just saw you pop on in.
But if you already know, that's even better. Have you already made your decision?
We have.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well,
It's in the chat.
We don't mess around, man.
I don't think I have access to that chat as a floater of the breakout rooms.
Oh, it's to everyone.
Oh, maybe
I did again.
Live in the breakout room. I think I doesn't have access to it.
I got it now. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys separating the Brandon and Brendan.
Me too.
I think, is it 3 and 3 as well on each tribe? Like 3 guys, 3 girls? I could be wrong. I'm just looking at it very quickly, but.
Where's he getting 3 from?
No, you're right, bro.
Yeah.
3 guys, 3 girls.
Oh, they made their own tribe?
I don't know. I missed that part.
Wow.
I know. They're already winning.
That's really interesting because if they created their own tribes, then Brandon and Caleb separated themselves.
All right. No, I'm gonna stay. But feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
But Allie, Stephanie, and Darius are all together. Oh no, that's not good for Brandon.
Oh boy.
Wait, they put Allie, Darius, and Stephanie on one tribe?
I mean, like
No.
these could be just groups that have to compete in some way, but I'm assuming that these would end up being tribes at some
Oh,
point.
they chose to split.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Another group of us someplace
Yeah,
else.
I think if I was in that situation, it's like
When we sign in,
top half.
it said R versus RE, and I think it's rookie versus returners. And they might be splitting us and then putting us with the other half. That's just my theory. I don't actually know.
I didn't even see that. What did it say? R versus R?
It said R versus RE.
RE. Okay.
That's just theory. That's
Return. Yeah.
To the E stands for episode.
The question is, does the rookies know we know each other?
Do they know that we're returning? I don't know.
Oh man.
Probably not.
I wonder.
Wait, has it not been revealed the season name yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Nope.
I don't think they can tell them. Well, I don't know. What's the name of the season?
Yeah, you could say every message that I got from him just said like season 10 cast. So
Right.
they might not know.
Keeping it a secret on purpose.
Yeah.
Well, if they watched previous seasons, they might recognize
Our beautiful
some
faces. Yeah.
Some.
more than others. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm also curious as to what if they have. I mean, like, if this is like a fans versus favorites type thing, what defines a fan, and is it that they did watch something? You know. That's why I like his theory of rookie versus returners.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a
All
guess.
right, well then, okay, if it is like rookies versus returners, like fans versus favorites or something like that, what do you think the like 6 and 6 means? Because he just, split us into two groups. Like,
For a challenge, he could also be like maybe putting 6 returners with 6 rookies and 6 returners with 6 rookies. But we had to decide who to go. I don't know.
oh god, I'm scared now.
I know this makes me so nervous.
It's been 10 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds.
I mean, with that many people, though, it could be 6 tribes, and 2 tribes go to tribal each time, if not more.
6.
4 tribes are 6 tribes.
Yeah,
4
the season
tribes.
that I played, there was only 6 people per season, or 6 people per team, 5 people per team. So there's 3 teams. So a small group might be more logical than having like 2 groups of 12.
Especially with how short the map is too.
You know what's so funny is I haven't heard Michael speak once. Interesting.
He's also we talked earlier this afternoon. He's having some tech issues. He had to go to Best Buy and rent or lease a Chromebook. I don't know. There was some big debacle going on. He just moved to Florida, so he's really nervous about his tech. So I think he's just trying to play it cool right now. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. His shirt though is killing me.
What a statement to make.
Like, okay. Good for him. Listen, he's in Florida. It's like 80 degrees down there.
I'd be rocking that same tank.
Mm-hmm. I think it's interesting too, because when we were doing the cast reveal, you don't really know what the dynamics are going to be, and now it's like kind of watching it is like really interesting.
I have 4 fur babies. I'm absolutely crazy. I have 2 beagles and 2 cats. And one of them is always on my lap. If you see them ever just looking down, it's because all my animals are at my feet.
So cute.
And who are we?
Oh, here we go. Oops. Okay.
All right, welcome. Can y'all hear me? Thumbs up? Yes? Great. Welcome to season 10 of Pandora. For those of you who have never met me or don't know me, my name is Justin, and I'll be your host for the game. And I'm just going to ask if those of you who have just seen each other for the first time, if you recognize somebody, please don't reach out to them just yet. Please only communicate with the folks that we've been communicating with so far. And with that, I would like to welcome you all to season 10, which is Returners versus Rookies. So we have 12 of some of my favorite players who have yet to win the game back to play one more time against 12 newbies to the Pandora universe playing for the first time. But don't underestimate them. These are some of the most amazing orgers and fans and people I've ever met. So it's going to be a good battle. I'm excited to have you all with us and look forward to another amazing season. So thank you all for being here and for taking the time. I hope you all have fun. I want to make sure. Okay, great. You will see another person here called Production. There, just so everyone knows, there is a live stream of this happening that is private, so no one's actually watching it, but we record all the episodes so you can go back and watch them once the season is over. And they'll just be popping around. They will not unmute themselves. I promise they will not unmute. So they kind of stay in the background, but they record everything so we can all watch it later on, whether we want to or not, it's there. And there's a couple of people on there, so a couple of former winners are on watching and commenting on you all and watching you like little ants in a globe, and it's fun. So you get to listen to some cool commentary as well. So here are our castmates, our cast members. We have the returners at the top here and our rookies at the bottom. So what we're going to do just quickly is go around and just introduce yourself. We'll try to make this as speedy as possible since there are 24 of you, so it could take a long time. But I put a little prompt here at the bottom. Feel free to share whatever information you are comfortable sharing. But something like name, age, location, occupation, a fun fact about you, that kind of stuff. We're just going to go in alphabetical order starting at the top. So Allie, you are up first.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name's Allie. I live in Austin, Texas. I'm 25 years old. I am a technical recruiter. And my fun fact, I can't think of any new ones ever. So my fun fact is that the first time I ever had pizza was when I was 19.
Great. Up next is Brandon, not to be confused with Brendan. So sorry to do that to you all.
How you guys doing? I'm Brandon. I'm from upstate New York, not to be confused with the New York City peasants. I am 27. My occupation is a barista by day and a filmmaker by night. A fun fact about me is I am close personal friends with Vin Diesel's father. I don't know. One. Boom.
All right. Brendan.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Brendan. I am 21 years old. I currently work for a bank during my semester off of school. I'm super excited. I didn't realize there would be this many players coming back, but I'm super excited for it, and I'm super excited to meet everybody and get to play with everybody. And that's my fun fact. Like, if you look on the board of returnees, I'm the only person to ever play twice, it looks like, on there. The last time I played in the first vote, I got idled out. So please don't be too scared of me when you see I played 2 seasons, because it's not as long as you think it would be.
All right. Caleb.
I'm Caleb Rowe. I'm in Dayton, Ohio. I'm 37. I'm a youth pastor. And I was there when Brendan was voted out by Idle with 1 vote in season 7. My fun fact, I have 3 kids, age 5 and under, and I've not slept through the night in 5 years.
Great. Darius.
Hello, my name is Darius. I am 27. I am in sunny South Florida. I work in theater. Do not perform, but I work in theater. I don't know. My fun fact is that I am left-handed, but also sort of ambidextrous.
Great. D.
Sorry about that. Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Dixon Wong. I also go by D. Either or is fine. I'm from the terrible state of Illinois. Not from Chicago, so don't get that confused. I'm from the St. Louis area. I'm 21 years old. I currently work at my local park district. And I think a fun fact about me is I have never broken a bone in my body. So.
All right, Donna.
Hi guys, Donna Martello Koretich, and I live in the San Diego area, and I work for the utility here in San Diego. Let's see, a fun fact about me is I have themed rooms in my house. So you can probably see this as my Hobbit themed room, and I have a Harry Potter themed room, and a sports themed room, and a Lord of the Rings themed room, and a safari, and a Hollywood. Come visit.
Done. Jen, are you out there, Jen?
No, I'm Jen, and I haven't been in quarantine for a year, so I forgot to unmute myself. I live in Oakland. I guess I'm a ceramicist, amongst other things, but that's sort of what I'm doing now. And gosh, fun fact. It's not really a fun fact, but I have a dog, and I spent so much time with him in the past year, so that's like, well, that's it. Terrible. Okay, that's it.
All right, Crystal.
Hi, I'm Crystal. I live in Syracuse, New York. I am the Director of Human Resources for the YMCA during the daytime, and on the weekend, I'm a candle maker. My husband and I, my fun fact is we own a comic book store.
Michael.
Hi guys, my name is Michael. I am 36 years old, currently unemployed. Thank you, COVID. I recently relocated from New Jersey down to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And my fun fact is that I was born at 1:11 in the morning on January 11th. So my birthday is 111-111.
All right, Stephanie O. We have two Stephanies, so there's a Stephanie O and a Stephanie G, just so we all are clear on that.
Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie, and I am living in South Florida. I currently live in Xavier, originally from New York City. What I do for work, I work in graduate medical education, so I help make physicians. And a fun fact about me is that this afternoon I just registered for the New York City Marathon. It got postponed last year, so I registered now for like the 2022.
And Susan.
Hi, I'm Susan. I'm 44, and I'm actually from the city of Chicago. I don't know what Dee's crazy about, but I am from the city. I work in a preschool. I have an 18-year-old daughter. I can't believe that, and 4 little fur babies. And it's COVID pandemic, so there's nothing interesting about me anymore until I can go back out.
Awesome. So those are our returnees, and now we'll move over to our rookies with Aviva.
Hi, I'm Aviva. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm 30 years old. I teach high school math. And a fun fact, I really love to sew and to quilt, and I've been working on actually turning that into I've been taking t-shirt quilt commissions, which gets me really excited about working my way through my own piles of t-shirts. So.
Ashley.
Hi, I'm Ashley Keenan from a small little town in Wisconsin. I am a radio news director. And a fun fact about me is I was my county's fairest of the fair, so I love animals and farms and all things like that.
Great. Brophy.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kristen Brophy, but my friends all call me Brophy, which is my last name, so you can all call me Brophy. I am 31 years old, and I am from Boston, Massachusetts, where I am the Director of Client Strategy for Legal Internet Solutions Incorporated, where I'm a fractional CMO for small law firms. My fun fact is I have a hidden talent, and I can gobble like a turkey.
And Cody. Holy crap, I can't follow that up. Hi, my name's Cody. I'm 23. I live in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, which probably the only person that's ever heard of it is Ashley. Yeah, I know. I am a school counseling graduate student right now. And fun fact, because after 15 people, I couldn't think about anything fun for myself. I've been curling on the ice for 8 years.
Great. And Davey.
Hey everyone, my name is Davey. I am from New York City. I'm 28. I teach 3rd grade ELA. And fun fact, I play competitive gay dodgeball. I'm foraying into kickball because that's a little bit safer, quote unquote. But yeah, I'm here for a great time.
And Julie.
Hey everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Julie Andrews. I am 29 years old. I live in Atlanta, Georgia with my husband, my 2-year-old son, and my dog. And I am a mechanical engineer. And my fun fact is that when I was 9 years old, I was on a Nickelodeon game show with my family, Double Dare 2000.
And Laurel.
Hey everybody, I'm Laurel Reynolds. I am 32 out of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a journalist at CNN. And fun fact, that picture of me right there, that was when I was on assignment in El Paso, Texas in the summer of 2019. And that's when AOC went and visited the detention camps where they host migrants. And that's where she tweeted out that she's drinking out of toilet bowls. So I was kind of there when history was made.
And Matthew.
Hey, my name is Matthew. I'm 34 years old. I'm from Sanford, Maine. I work for PBS Television, camera operator, and sometimes floor director. Fun fact about me is that one of the shows I work on was hosted by Tom Bergeron originally.
And Robbie.
Hi guys, I'm Robbie. I am 25. I currently live in Tampa, Florida. I work in the IT department for a software development company. And a fun fact about me is I used to be an avid pop collector, and I've sold a little over half, and now I have about 350 of them left.
And Sarah.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah McGowan. I'm 31 and live in Holliston, Massachusetts with my husband and our dog. My fun fact is I am getting my master's in creative writing at Harvard, and I'm working on a young adult fantasy novel.
Ooh.
And Scott.
Hey, I'm Scott. I live in Austin, Texas. I'm turning 30 next month, which I'm embracing now, so it's fine. I'm an HR operations person for a nonprofit. And a fun fact is that I write crossword puzzles, which is like the nerdiest hobby ever, but what are you gonna do?
And Stephanie G.
Hi, I'm the other Stephanie. Let's see, I am in Buffalo, New York. I am 25. I work for an insurance company. I'm a huge insurance nerd. And let's see, fun fact is my current hobby is crocheting sweaters for myself.
Great. Perfect. Well, thank you all so much for that. And I'm really excited about this group. Just such an amazing pool of dynamic players. So really, really excited. And with that, we'll kind of get started with some rules so everyone gets on the same page around how the game is going to work. So first and foremost, each Tuesday night episode will run roughly 8 o'clock to 10:30. There's a little asterisk on that. I do my best to stay on time, but every once in a while we sneak to the 10:45 and maybe sometimes 11 o'clock mark, but I'll do my best if you guys are on time to try to wrap on time. And it, we'll do our best. But I appreciate your patience and your flexibility. If anybody has a hard stop, just please let me know before an episode starts, and I'll do my best to make sure that we stop. But I'll do that anyway. So you will be divided into tribes, and as tribes, you will compete in a variety of challenges, everything from trivia to puzzles, tests of endurance, and more. For each challenge, the tribe or tribes that win will be safe, and the losing tribe or tribes will go to tribal council and have to vote out one of their own members. It is up to you how you vote and who you vote for. The only real rule is you cannot vote for yourself. So even if you're miserable, you're trapped until they vote you out. No, I'm just kidding. In most cases, the person with the most votes will be voted out. But for you Survivor fans, which I think is most of you, as you know, there are twists and things that can come into play during the votes. But for the most part, whoever has the most votes will be eliminated. A little bit of, oops, I didn't click. If there is a tie, this is a little bit of an old school Survivor rule that I'm a big fan of. In the event of a tie, we'll re-vote to try to break the tie. If the tie is not broken, we will then go to past votes, which means whoever has the most past votes will be eliminated. I think this means a lot because it means that even if you're voted out early in the game, you can still have an impact because your vote still matters. And it is dangerous to get votes against you in the event of a tie. So you really don't want any votes against you. So keep that in mind. If we end up in a tie that is deadlocked, we will go to past votes first. In the event that there are no past votes or the same amount of past votes, both of those players become safe and everybody else draws rocks to go to see who will be eliminated. So keep that in mind as well. All right, so if you cannot break the tie, and you know that saying, if you're willing to go to rocks, right? If you're willing to go to rocks, go to rocks. Just keep in mind that people in the tie will be safe. At some point in the game, the tribes will be merged into one, and then it's every person for themselves. The challenges will become individual. One person wins safety, and everybody else is vulnerable at tribal council. And then when the final players are left standing in the game, a jury made up of people that you voted out will determine who wins. So you're going to vote people out and then ask for them to vote for you in return. So as you can see, this is going to run very similar to the traditional game of Survivor, but there will be some twists and turns that you'd expect to see on the show, as well as maybe some new ones. I like to pull things from things like Big Brother, Sequester, those types of games as well. So kind of be ready for anything. We will mostly use Facebook Messenger groups for your tribe chat. So when we break you into your tribes, I will create a tribe chat for you. You can use that, and that's where I'll also post updates, those types of things. And we'll basically use this main Zoom chat for most of the gameplay, challenges, that kind of stuff. You can communicate with your tribe mates as much as you see fit and as much as they are willing. If they don't want to talk to you, there's not much I can do about that. But feel free to talk to them. That does include the week between episodes. I do want to say we all have personal lives and work lives, and so please be patient with folks if they're not as responsive all the time. We want to have fun and be a compliment to people's lives, not make it worse. So people will have day jobs and things, but feel free to communicate as much as you are able and willing. But my biggest plea is please only communicate with people that are on your tribe. Imagine you are on an island stranded with those people. You cannot talk to those on the other tribe, right? So please do not communicate, even if you know them from outside the game. I ask you to just kind of pause all of that for now and stay focused on your tribe mates. So please do that. We haven't had much of an issue with that in the past, but we've had a little bit, and I just hope everyone's here to play the game the way it's meant to be played by the rules. Once a player is voted out, again, please do not communicate with them in any way, shape, or form until the game is over. I try to keep a clean game, and someone that gets out and then splurges all the secrets or tries to burn people to the ground, right? Like that kind of stuff can happen. So please do not communicate with anybody outside the game once they are voted out. There is no sort of screenshotting allowed. So if you're having a strategic conversation, you can't screenshot that and then send it to someone else saying like, look at these horrible things they said about you. None of that is allowed. Please abide by that rule. And believe it or not, I have had people have video chats and record them and then send those to people. So there's also now a rule of no video chat recording and sending that stuff out. So keep all your strategic conversations as pure as possible. You can obviously say this is what they said, but you just can't provide evidence from a screenshot or a video recording, right? But feel free to spread all the lies or truths that you'd like. Many facets of this game, as you can tell, rely on the honor system. So I hope you're all here to respect the game and play the game honestly, at least when it comes to the rules. I don't care about what else you do from a lying, backstabbing sake in other ways. Just make sure you're following the rules. In the event that any of these above rules are broken and there's evidence of that, you will receive a self vote, which means you won't vote. You'll get a basic vote for yourself at your next tribal council. So please just don't break any rules. It's that simple. Hopefully that's all clear. I think there's one more real rule of slides. Slide rules? Whatever. Everything that will happen in this game has been predetermined before the game started. So before tonight, I outlined the entire game, and none of that will change unless there are like unforeseen circumstances that I can't control, right? So it doesn't matter if I've known you for 10 years or I just met you tonight. I'm not favoring anybody in the game. It is all predetermined, and I don't really care who wins. I just want it to be a fun game and a fair game for everybody. So some of you I've never met before, some of you I've known for a really long time. I don't really care. I've had some of my closest friends voted out early and some people that I've never met before win, right? So it doesn't really matter to me. I just want the best gameplay possible. It's up to you what information you share about yourself beyond what you already have. Some of you might know each other either from games you've played in the past, games outside of Pandora, et cetera, et cetera. It's up to you if you share that information. Again, I ask that you don't talk to those people if they're not on your tribe. But it's up to you how much you share about yourself and the relationships that you may have. I do my very best to kind of pull people from different groups. So hopefully there's not a ton of pre-existing relationships, because that's my biggest irk in any game I've ever played, is just the amount of past relationships. So beyond obviously the people who've played before in Pandora, I know those relationships, but I do my best to try to not have that many dominating relationships in the game. So hopefully you didn't walk into like 10 people that you know. Sorry if you did. I did my best to Facebook stalk you and try to pull from different communities and things. The game will move very, very fast. We obviously have 24 people to eliminate in these 4 episodes, or however many up until the final players. So it's going to move really fast. So I would recommend you play somewhat aggressively and remember that anything can happen anytime. So if you feel like you're on the bottom, feel like you're going to get voted out, just know that things can always change and things can always happen. So, fight hard. And with that being said, I do ask that you all be respectful. We're all here to have fun and have a good time. No need to cross any personal lines. I love aggressive play, and like if you're passionate about something, feel free to scream and shout about it. Just try to keep that professionalism as much as you can in the game. So play hard, but also be respectful. We're not here to hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that. So always try to keep it on a game level and be respectful of everybody in the game. You're all doing a great job at this, but please try to follow the Zoom etiquette. So if you're not talking and like that, keep yourself on mute so everybody can hear rules, challenges, that kind of stuff. Seems so far so good. All challenge and game decisions are final. I am not perfect. Every once in a while I will screw something up. If you think I screwed something up, feel free to raise a concern. The creepy production people in the background also watch all this stuff, so I can always go to them and kind of gut check some things. I have made mistakes. But whatever we say goes. So once we've made a decision about a challenge or about a result, that's how it is. And we will obviously be our fairest that we can be. As I've already said, we are recording these and we'll post them after the game is over. During the live stream, we do sometimes show confessionals that we think are really interesting. So some of those may be available down the road. So I love when you guys send me confessionals about your thoughts on the game. In between each week, I'll remind you to do that. Just know that sometimes those confessionals are shown as part of that live stream. And so eventually people will see it, not until after the game is over, but just in case you want to monitor the things that you say, don't do it. It's fun if you don't, but just in case some people may see it when the game is over. Phew, I know that was a lot. I will actually screenshot all of these rules and send them out to you. It's a recommendation from a previous player that this is a lot of information taken at once. So I'll send you screenshots so you can review the rules down the road as well. I just wanted to cover off on that all together. Hidden immunity idols. So for those of you who are familiar with Survivor, which most of you I think are, hidden immunity idols are in play. If you think that you see a hidden immunity idol somewhere in the game, feel free to privately message me. And if you do find one, I will let you know that you found one and I will give you all the rules for it. I will not tell you much more than that. You'll kind of have to see where that is. The one on the screen is not a hidden immunity idol. Just so you know.
On Zoom or on Facebook?
It can be anywhere.
Okay.
It will be pretty obvious. Well, maybe not pretty obvious, but it will be within the game construct. I will say that. Like, I'm not asking you to do anything kind of way outside of like finding other message boards or anything like that. It's all kind of within the information that I'll be giving you in the game. So if you find one, let me know. You can message me privately. Maybe some of you are doing that now. And I'll let you know if you found one. So feel free to message me if you think you've got one, and I'll give you all the rules for that. For those of you, most of you know, if you play an idol, you'd want to do that after the votes are cast, but before they are read. If you have any votes, or whoever you play the idol for has any votes, those votes will not count. So you can play it for yourself, you can play it for other people. Let me know if you have any questions on that. I think that's pretty clear. This will be pretty new, so you all want to kind of pay attention. It's a little bit different every season. So this is Survivor Pandora, so we do have the element also of Pandora's box. And so what does that mean? So at various times throughout the game, these are all predetermined moments. Players will have an opportunity to open Pandora's box as well. If you see, similar to Hidden Immunity Idols, if you think you see someone that may trigger something that may trigger Pandora's box, reach out to me privately. Again, the boxes on your screen are not that. This is just an example. But if you think you see anything that could be a Pandora's box trigger, let me know. I'll confirm that you've triggered Pandora's box and explain the details of that. Sometimes Pandora picks these people based on things that happen in the game. So you may trigger it without even knowing. That's the fun stuff. This opportunity can provide advantages. It can also provide disadvantages, release new twists. It can be good for you. It can be bad for you, good for your tribe, bad for your tribe. So a lot of different options. You don't always have to open the box. For those that do open the box or that have an opportunity within Pandora's box, only they will know that information. Those that engage, it's up to them if they share that information with anybody else in the game. So hopefully that makes sense. And just, you can certainly private message me if you have any questions about that. I said all these things and didn't click. All right, great. So, starting out so well. All right, so to wrap it all up, your goal in the game is to outwit, outplay, outlast. The prize, as you all know, is, oh, you're so big, that's why it's not working. So many cameras on. The title is Sole Survivor, bragging rights, and because this is such an epic and dynamic cast, we are going to raise the prize up to a $200 prize. So we're going to double it. So the winner will walk away with $200 cash. So fight hard for it. It's really more fun to just be a winner, right? I don't think anyone really cares about the money all that much, but it's fun to win. So with that, while you were in your breakout rooms, I asked you to break yourself into 2 groups of 6. And as some of you might have predicted, those are your tribes. So these are the people that you will be competing with and starting the game with. And here they are. So for Pally, we have Allie, Brandon, Darius, Dee, Stephanie, and Susan. For Exagora, we have Brendan, Caleb, Donna, Jen, Crystal, and Michael. For Neos, we have Ashley, Davey, Julie, Laurel, Robbie, and Sarah. And for Dokimi, we have Aviva, Brophy, Cody, Matthew, Scott, and Stephanie G. So those are the tribes. I'll give you guys a minute to, if you want to write that down, take a screenshot of it, whatever you want to do. I'm going to create your tribe chats so you can start talking to your tribe mates. So just give me a minute to do that. But please, if you have been communicating with anybody else that is not in this tribe, please pause that communication.
Figured we could probably talk while they're quiet. Any thoughts on these new tribes?
I think some people are set up very well and some are not.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think the Exagora tribe, like Donna, Brendan, and Crystal, are probably so fine right now. The 3 of them are definitely working together.
If it's an idol on Pally, one of Allie, Darius, or Stephanie is leaving. Or maybe they'll try to. I mean, they can't force rocks round 1, but
I think that's happened before.
Yeah,
I want to say it like season 2 or 3. It was Rock's first round.
I do think it's interesting. I'm wondering how they created the groups. I wish I had caught that.
That's all right. We'll just ask later.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting because the seasons are very particularly divided.
Mm-hmm.
Like Susan's the only season 6, not with season 6 people. But Dee, Jen, and Michael have been separated, and Caleb and Brandon have been separated. Caleb and Brendan are on the same tribe, and I hope it doesn't go badly for Brendan again.
Team Brendan.
Yeah, I definitely am rooting for him because he was on my tribe. Caleb, me, and Brendan all started together, and Brendan was not the target at all. I wanted him to be the target, but nobody wanted to vote him out. But yeah, it was interesting that Leanne just happened to vote for him.
What do we think about the rookie tribe and how they're broken up?
I think we're gonna see like a little sequester alliance with like Ashley, Davey, Julie.
Yeah.
All right, so you should all be in your tribe chats now.
And that's probably maybe Robbie. I don't know if he's played sequester actually.
Robbie hasn't, and he's
Okay.
not. I think he'd only recognize Navy's spot, but I don't think he recognizes Cody.
Fit as well, so you don't just have to use the tribe chat. You can also obviously click on them and send them private messages as well. So with that, I'm going to give you guys about 5 minutes to chat with your new tribe mates. I will actually create new breakout rooms for each of the 6 of you, so that you can chat on video. So I am going to try to do this easily. This is I'm gonna go back. Boop, boop. There you go. So I got Allie.
I'm also looking at Exagora. There's a lot of dynamic players, and then there's Caleb, who is so chill.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see kind of who he ends up with.
I think Michael and Jen would be in trouble on that tribe.
Yeah.
I think the other 4 are going to get together.
Interesting. So 6 and 7, because Brendan is connected to Donna and Crystal and can bring in Caleb.
And yeah, and he played with Caleb. Even though it was brief, they know each other.
Sure.
Should be open. Feel free to join.
All right. Which group do we want to start with?
I don't know.
Let's see a newbie tribe. I know this is going to kick me out. I don't know how to fix that. Okay. Just share.
Seasons?
Nothing. Don't know the format, don't know the players.
I was like, I'm a teacher. I like doing homework. So I asked Justin, I was like, hey, are there like any videos of previous things that I can watch? And he sent me season 8. So I've seen Allie,
Oh
Darius,
no, don't say things like that.
Stephanie. I don't know if there was someone else from 8 on that, but I've seen them play. And so, yeah, so we went in. That's good.
That's not necessary information to be talking about. You're not going to gain anything from saying that.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. But beyond that, I don't know.
We were worried that she was going to spill the beans quick.
Previous Pandora seasons?
Nope.
Okay. Because I asked for videos. What I was just saying is I asked Justin for videos, and he sent me the live stream recordings of season 8. So I watched through those. So I've seen season 8, which means I've seen a couple of the returners that we're playing against.
It's a dog. Sorry, I got excited.
But yeah.
Good job doing your homework.
I am a teacher. I like homework.
You said math teacher, and I'm like, hey, that's what I started going to school for until I changed to psychology.
Oh, I majored in environmental policy in college. I didn't actually do much math beyond high school math myself. I just like logic and reasoning, and that's what
I majored in theater and now I work with lawyers. So,
Trophy. I'm sure there's some transferable skills in there.
Yes.
Tolerating with bullshit with a straight face.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh. So we have Scott and Matthew and Cody. You've all played other orgs, right?
I've done 2 things.
Okay. And yeah, okay. This is interesting.
Yeah, I'm still very new, so I didn't recognize anyone.
I'm 100% green, so never played, never nothing.
I looked up. I was watching the season 8 stuff, and they're all like talking about players and orgs, and I was like, "What is an org?" And
I had to Google what ORG meant.
Oh gosh, oh man, I feel like there's not. So 4 tribes is going to be interesting. I wonder if it's going to be only like, probably for a couple tribals, it's going to only be like 1 or 2 winning, and multiple tribals per.
It's always going to be 2.
Yeah, like
I just want to tell Aviva to be quiet.
3 tribals where 2 tribes
I know,
went, and then it would switch at 18 or something like that.
Let's see our other.
That was the
group
reason
here.
why last season I was so nervous about Christine, is because she had all that information. So I was
Yeah.
like,
Do you guys have any things that you feel strong about? So if there's something where a memory challenge or spelling or just anything that is that's me, that's my thing.
Oh, not typing is what's not my thing. I can tell you that.
I'm a pretty fast typer. My memory's pretty good. But if it's trivia, I'm hopeless. So do not pick me for trivia.
I love trivia. Jeopardy is my jam.
Yeah.
Yes, Jeopardy.
I'm not up on a lot of pop culture, and I don't watch movies very much, so I would be terrible.
If it was general would be fine. Survivor trivia, I might find shy a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I have a trash memory for 39 or 40 seasons of Survivor plus international plus.
Yeah.
So that but I could do general trivia.
By the way, did you all recognize a semi-famous person in the Survivor community on the returner side? The lady with the dress? Donna, yes.
I only know that because she's on the survival challenge season that I'm watching right now.
Oh, okay.
They talk about her dress. She's on season 7. This is not me throwing her under the bus. This is public information.
Okay, yeah.
Season 7, but I've only heard about the dress. I'm
yeah, look up this dress.
I've never.
She's posted it on Reddit before, and that's where I first saw it. The yellow dress that she gets all of the survivors to sign. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I looked her up quickly, on the RHAP patron group, just to see, because I've seen it in there too, and I'm like, oh, yep, that's her. So
and her room thing is really cool. I'm like, post season, can I come and visit? Post COVID.
What show is she from?
She was on Survival Challenge, is what I know from. That's just a live reality game. It's not that big though. It's not as big as Sequester.
Sure.
Where does she live?
San Antonio or San. What did I write that? San somewhere. San Diego. San Diego.
Oh gosh.
Who takes notes? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Dust off the shoulder.
Oh, we're getting sent to the main screen anyway.
Donna. I hope that doesn't bite her though. I don't think it will. It's a good thing.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Everybody back. I think so. All right. Cool. So, got some of your tribe mates, and with that, we are going to get to our first challenge. This is the immunity idol. It looks like Pandora's box. That's on purpose. It is not Pandora's box. You don't need to message me. I promise it's not. But this is the immunity idol, and this is what keeps you safe and keeps your tribe mates safe. So you would like to win the immunity idol. Hey, Brophy, are you able to be on camera? I just want to make sure everyone's here before I message any rules or say any rules. Perfect. And Ashley's back. Great. Okay.
Cool. The first immunity challenge is called the marooning, and here's how it's going to work. Much like the old days of Survivor, you're going to be given 3 minutes to gather everything you can to survive during your adventure. What does that mean? Nobody move. When I say go, tribes will be given a list of survival items that they must find around their house. All right? You're going to take a selfie with your item and you're going to post it into your tribe chat in Facebook. All right? So that tribe chat I just created, you want to post your photos there. It is a selfie, so please make sure there is at least part of your face in it. We've had issues in the past where someone didn't have part of their face in it and it was disqualified. So keep that in mind. Some items are worth more points than others, and they are limited to how many of each item you can get. So for example, it might be a lantern, it's worth 5 points, and you can have a max of 2 of them, all right? The photo must be with the actual item, not like printing out a picture of a fire and taking a photo with it, like it actually has to be with the item. Or it can't be something like the item. If I ask for a can, it can't be a bottle, right? Make sure it's the actual item. Don't get creative. I won't count it. It's not worth it, all right? You must take the selfie with the item and post it in your tribe chat within the 3-minute window for it to count. So once I call time, no more photos will be counted. The same person cannot post a photo with multiples of an item. So say it was cans. You can't have there with 3 cans. Only 1 can in a photo, all right? So you can have multiples in a photo, and it can't be the item more than once. So the same person can't do like 5 pieces of paper, right? Even if it's 5 separate photos. If you do paper once, that's it. That's the only time you can do paper, okay? Hopefully that's clear. So make sure it's only 1 item in the photo, and it is, you only do that item once. If you post more pictures of an item than the max amount, you'll lose all points for those items. So for that lantern example, if there are 3 lanterns, you'll lose all the points for it. So make sure you only have the amount that are the max, okay? So pay attention to that, pay attention to what your other tribe mates are posting. The 2 tribes with the most points after 3 minutes will win immunity. The 2 losing tribes will go to tribal council and vote out one of their own members. Also, if you are the tribe with the most points overall, you win a special reward, so it is important to get as many points as possible. Any questions? I know that's a lot of rules, and I've been told that when rules are given, people are chatting and they just black out completely and they don't remember any of the rules. So I'll leave them up here for a second. Any rule questions? Raise your hand.
One question. Do we have to, this might have been in here, I'm so sorry. With the photo, do we have to say what it is?
Nope, you don't have to list the item. If I have a question about what something is when I'm tallying the points, I will ask, but hopefully it's obvious to me. Again, you're trying to find the actual items, not weird, vague varieties of the item. Robbie, do you have a question?
I just want to confirm it's 1 item per picture. So if it's like a piece of paper and a can, you can't do like a can of paper with
1 item per photo.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
And make sure part of your face is in it.
Sorry, and so with the items and the maximum amount, it'll just be all on the same list, and we're all doing a free for all. So, okay,
so
I got it. That wasn't a question, but it was.
Yeah, it's going to require communication and all of that.
The max amount are all of them too, or is it going to vary?
It will vary by item, but it will be clear when you see the items. Any other questions? Great. I do have one last thing to reveal, that Pandora's box has been opened, and unfortunately, Dokimi, you will have a delayed start disadvantage in the first challenge. So you will start 20 seconds later than the rest of people, the tribes. So you have a little bit of a delay. I can't tell you how it was opened or why, just that it has been opened and you've been given a disadvantage. So I'm going to ask, when the challenge starts, everybody else can turn their cameras off. Dokimi, I just need you to keep your cameras on for me for those 20 seconds. So if you're a member of Dokimi, please leave your camera on. Everybody else can turn their cameras off while you're doing your mad scramble, except for those 6 people, please. So Aviva, Brophy, Cody, Matthew, Scott, and Stephanie G. Everybody else can turn off their cameras. So you guys, you 6, I just think Crystal and D, can you turn your cameras off for me? Got it. Matthew, can you turn your camera off for me? So I do need. You need Scott. Scott's there. Oh, sorry, Matthew. You're right. I'm an idiot. Matthew, you can turn yours back on. Cody, Brophy. Yeah, Matthew, I do need your camera on. Sorry. I don't know if you can still hear me. Okay,
It should be on now.
got it? Okay. I just can't count. All right, perfect. So you guys hang tight. Don't move for 20 seconds. I'll start the timer as soon as I bring the photo up. So obviously you can look at the items. You just can't go get anything until I give you the okay. So I'll set the timer to 20 seconds. I will be here listening, so if you want to unmute yourself, anybody else, and ask questions, feel free.
Oops.
And with that, we're going to start the first challenge. Make sure the 6 of you don't move, please. Survivors ready. And go. Time has started. 20 seconds.
We have 20 seconds.
Yep, I'm timing it right now. So don't move.
So group 1 is the first column, right, Cody?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's do that. So group 1's the first column.
Okay. Oh, I don't have some of these. Cody, if you have an apple and orange, please do those.
All right, your time has stopped. You can move now.
Okay, go.
Live chicken.
Points is that?
How are they supposed to get a live chicken?
Did you guys hear me? I was like, live chicken.
Hopefully someone has a farm. Like, I can see someone having a farm.
Oh, buff with an official Survivor logo. That's a good one.
Oh, I got a tarp, guys. You want to go get it?
Oh man, if I have my medical kit is in my classroom, so I don't have one at home.
And you want to make sure it is a selfie so we can see your face. Right now. Make sure it is a selfie.
I actually think like
I have an uncooked fish right now. It's not like a whole fish.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Wow.
Gallon jug of water. I don't have that either. I don't have any of these things. I just came back from my parents, so I don't have any food either.
Oh,
These are so specific. Like, they're actually things you would need.
I have so much of these things right now. Guys, we would have killed it. Production team.
Not do you read firewood log? And then what do you put in parentheses?
Not a fucking
My God, if we won, what would our prize be?
Oh, I would hope a Pandora's box. Those are my favorite.
Wait, there's a prize?
So normally, right, there's a puzzle.
Justin, does the buff have to be like CBS Survivor?
Has to have the official Survivor logo on it. That's all that it says on there.
Spoken like a
yeah, right. So in past seasons, it's been a puzzle as the first challenge, and then there's a specific puzzle that has Pandora or an idol or something involved with it. I think it was the rice puzzle was one year or one season. I think the firewood usually is the one that gets it. So I'm thinking maybe even like having the firewood. If you bring firewood to your tribe, you get an idol.
Oh my God, he'll be handing them out like candy. I feel like Justin does that anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I think I think the idols are very strategically placed, but there ends up being a lot of them at weird times.
Right. It's like everyone's told, play your idol at this tribal.
Mm-hmm. I think there needs to be a lot of idols before a drag. Like a drag round always ends up like kind of flushing a lot of idols.
Yeah.
I've played 3 seasons and I've gotten 0 items.
Somehow Allie will find an idol. Even if she contributes nothing to the challenge, she will be given an idol. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if Joe was playing, Joe would have one too.
Oh yeah, Joe would have started with one.
Joe's gonna be the stream late, and he'll show up with an idol.
Justin, can we pee?
Maybe.
No more pictures, please.
He's my favorite.
Oh gosh.
Do we know how many tribes are going to tribal?
2. So 2 people are leaving. Yeah.
Oh.
potentially that tribe that had the disadvantage could potentially be one of them. Although disadvantages usually end up not panning out. They usually don't. They're usually not the tribes that lose.
Because it like lights a fire under your butt.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of gave them a little bit more time to think about it.
Strategize. Yeah, I agree. I think they utilize their time well.
Yeah.
Like, Stephanie, go get some bamboo.
Someone get the live chicken.
If you guys can stop chatting in tribe chat for a minute, because every time I try to tally the pictures, all the messages make it move. So if you can just pause, take a little break, use the bathroom, that'd be helpful. Thanks.
Poor Justin.
This is the one thing I love Justin. He does an amazing job by himself. Like, he does all of this kind of on his own. Like, we're part of the stream team and all of that, but like the game itself is all him, and it's a lot. So he puts a lot of work into this.
I truly don't know how he does it.
Every month. Like, we just show up.
Yeah, like you get the fun part.
I've hosted games before, and after it's over, I'm like, I'm not doing that for a while.
Yeah.
Melody played.
Yeah. You only host like 16 people, but I can't imagine hosting 24 people at once.
No.
Yeah. Oh my God. A paddle for a boat.
Did they get it?
I don't know.
I feel like someone had a boat.
Who had a whole coconut? Could you imagine?
Right.
I just make my coconut water every morning.
Yeah. Crack one fresh.
Although I think Davey's on vacation because he's a teacher, and I know New York spring break is right now. So I'm wondering, because I saw palm trees in his pre-game video. So I'm wondering where he is right now. He could easily walk outside and find a coconut.
Walk out his balcony, reach up, grab a coconut.
I would die.
Piece of bamboo.
I
I'll
have
go to the backyard.
I have to find out. I almost want to text him, but I don't want to bother him. Like, did you find a coconut? Please tell me.
Guys, I grow coconuts and bamboo in my backyard just for Pandora.
Yeah.
Which tribe do you want safe?
Oh, the one that just went. What were they? I forget. Did they all go already, or just?
Yeah, they all went at the same time.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought that just one was going.
The team that
the one
had
that had
to
the
stick
delay
around had the disadvantage.
Them, I want them.
Yeah,
right.
What's that?
Was that with Brophy?
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I really just want to hear her turkey noises again. Like that's.
I think that was Aviva, Brophy, Stephanie, Matthew, Cody, and Scott. I don't know how I remembered all that. I didn't take my notes today. Yeah, I think that's a strong rookie tribe. The other, I think it's the underdog rookie tribe because you've got Davey and Ashley and really strong players on the other tribe.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess Scott's really strong too. I don't know. It could be really interesting, the dynamics of those two tribes. Oh. That's official now. There we go. Sorry, Ashley, I had to change your name.
Ah, where's Hannah? She'll be so happy when she sees that.
Hannah's still affecting this stream, even though she's not here.
She went to bed. She had to go wake up early in the morning and be a responsible adult.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like picturing Justin like going through all of these.
I know. That's when he says, okay, Travis, you look at this one. Mike,
Right.
you look at this one. Melody, you look at this one. Ashley, this one.
Ugh.
There will be some times where he asks us to kind of just double check some things.
Put us in, coach. Come on.
Yeah.
So, like, this is the type of challenge that I would have, like, other people in those chats.
Yeah.
But he does it all himself. It's still amazing. Like, I don't know how he does it.
He's flawless. He's like, oh, I made a mistake. I'm like, no, you didn't. You're a sweet, sweet baby angel.
How long have you known Justin, Ashley?
Since 2018, so not too long. He was actually a director for a show I did.
Cool.
And then we were in a show together.
Ashley, are you from Massachusetts?
I am.
Cool. I go to Northeastern in Boston.
Yay! I'm right in Newton.
Oh wow, you're actually really close. That's
We're so
cool.
close. Yeah.
So many Mass people play Pandora because of Justin. So
I feel like season 1. I mean, minus Travis. Travis, you're not. You're
I know there was only a few of us that weren't from Boston.
And then you guys know Justin from just like playing different games, right?
I just know him from Survival Challenge. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think that I was recruited. I think it was actually by Michael DeLucas. But I couldn't get into season 6. I was too late to ask. And so he put me as a alternate. And then he was like, I guarantee you'll be in season 7. So then I get the chat from Justin about season 7. He goes, you have to find a blood person to play with. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, no, like a blood person. Like it can't be a friend. And I'm like, oh. So I immediately called my cousin Brandon, who's playing now. And I was like, do you want to play like an online Survivor game with me? And he's like, yes. And I was like, okay.
He tried to get me, and I have a twin sister, and he tried to get us to play. And my sister was like, absolutely not.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
I think I know Justin through, I think Travis, Hannah, and Will are all people that I know. And I think they told Justin about me, which is weird, but not a friend
Well,
request. That's why
we
I'm here.
followed like Hannah through Ecstasy.
Oh. I didn't vote Hannah out, but
No.
I was like, part of how, because Hannah was targeting me. Okay, that's how it started.
Yeah. No, it was very fun to like pay attention to. But obviously we only knew Hannah's side to everything.
Mm-hmm. I do think it's interesting because I think a lot of the winners since maybe the old school group have all been recruited players.
Yeah.
Like John was recruited, right?
Yes, through Trey.
Who won season 5? Becca?
Becca. So that was Survival Challenge.
But that was Survival Challenge. And then I was recruited. Melody, you were recruited. And then technically Joe would have been recruited the first time around. So it's just really interesting, kind of like, and he says like he's had like people he's never met before win this game. It's very true.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how they deal with the week-long stress.
Yeah.
Ashley knows.
It's too much.
I honestly like I haven't done like, so I've done long-term games, but usually it's a vote like every 2 or 3 days. Like I don't know how you guys do a full week of just like being fake and like
Not well, Travis. I don't do it.
I couldn't do it.
You don't
I,
have
like-
to talk to people. I'm
Yeah.
just like, restrained. If I don't have to talk to you, I do not want to.
I think it's interesting because Joe brought up the whole idea like if people aren't talking back to me, then I'm not gonna work with them. Like that's just the way it works.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting to go 7 days because I remember the first week, like it was just Jess, Josh, Brandon, Katie, and Alan that I could talk to. So it was like it was very limited and we were all pairs. So there wasn't really a lot of like negotiation that we could do. It was either Brandon and I were going with one side or the other. And then week 2 happened and it was like Amanda overload. And then week 3 was literally just keeping Amanda like believing she was safe. That was tough.
It was for my season, the first week of talking was who are we voting out? Because we left game 1 and we had to come back and get someone out. And that was the most stressful week.
And I think your target changed like 17,000 times.
Yeah. Yeah. and the thing is, it's like it's a slow burn, right? Because you don't want to come off on like Monday or like whatever the day after and be like, I want this person out, because then you automatically become a target.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, I don't know. It's tricky. I clearly didn't master it. So
I was gonna say, I didn't hop on call with anyone my week 2 when I swapped. I was like, I don't want to talk to you guys, so I'm not going to. It wasn't until merge where like a fire got lit under me and I called every person. But
and these opportunities right now is what, like, during that mini version of the game, right? This is when you're building relationships. This is when you're texting each other, connecting, getting to know like what people want to do moving forward. And so like even before you know who's won the challenge, like you want to be building those relationships.
Yeah. There were also, I'm shocked that they're still on camera. I mean, maybe some of the returns are not, I can't see, but like usually we'd be like, okay, let's all go on Facebook Messenger, like group chat, like video chats and stuff like that in these lull moments. So I think it's funny that that's not happening right now, because usually people's cameras are turned off.
Well, I do notice that the only returners that have their cameras on are Michael and Caleb. And Crystal, excuse me. Everybody else is a rookie, which is intriguing because Stephanie's not even on camera. Her camera's on, but she has gone elsewhere. I love it. She's like, I'm gonna pretend I'm here, but I'm really not. Oh, there she is. I think that's bold for Michael of all people too.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
He's so quiet.
I mean, even in his video, he said that he wanted to kind of play it low key so that he wasn't a big target. But I'm not sure if he can kind of prevent that by being non-social. But he's clearly looking at his phone, so he's got something going on.
Yep.
I wish we could like outline them so that we knew like who was on what tribe.
Oh, that'd be so great.
I'm gonna put it into Zoom as a suggestion. Can we highlight videos in different colors? Yeah, I'm really interested to see how this challenge worked out, because it's taking a really long time to tally the points. And
All right. Can please pop back on camera for me. Sorry if you hear my roommate washing dishes in the background. So let me get that. Susan, Dee, Stephanie, Brandon. Perfect. All right. Well, that was very exciting. Nothing like starting out with something a little bit more physical and active. Get your body moving tonight. Pretty close competition. I will say our very clear winners with 52 points are the Neos tribe.
What?
So congratulations, Neos. And in second place with 41 points. Oh my gosh. I didn't write their name down. Is the Dokimi tribe. So congratulations.
Wow.
Which means the two rookie tribes have won the first immunity challenge, sending our 2 returning tribes to tribal council. So we'll head to tribal council soon. So for Polly and for Exagora, I will get to you guys for your tribal council. Give you guys a little bit of time to strategize. Polly, you did score more points at 33. So you'll go to tribal council second. So I'll be to Exagora first. You guys had about 25 points. So I will be there for tribal council, which means Neos and Dokimi, you guys have a little bit of a break. If you need to use the restroom or just get up and stretch a little bit, don't go too far, but you probably have 10 to 15 minutes while these guys strategize and vote people out. Neos, as being the winners, you do get a reward. So I will be visiting you guys in your breakout for that. So I'll put you guys on your breakouts, and then Exagora, I will be with you shortly for tribal council. But congratulations again to Neos and to Dokimi, and I will put you back in your breakout rooms for your strategy time.
Who would have expected that?
That's awesome.
Oh, hold on. So, wow. Yeah, that's interesting, because that's going to put a very interesting dynamic going forward with 2 returners going home first. Any thoughts on like who you think might be in trouble?
I think Susan. I don't think she's like got with the right people.
Well, let's look at what's going on in that tribe currently, and we'll see if we can hear anything going on.
Thanks.
So some awkward faces going on there.
What happened in the challenge?
All right, we got.
I mean, we were last by a lot, I guess. So I don't think there was any like helping it. You know, it was just kind of tough luck.
Is this what like old school survivors feel like the first time they compete with the new school survivors?
We just totally get outclassed first challenge.
And we're like, it's embarrassing. It's a different game.
I thought like playing at work, I wouldn't have the kids at home, no distraction, that kind of stuff, and a lot of that stuff's not even here. And on top of that, it's 40,000 square foot building.
I know you kind of look back and you're like, I mean, 25? I want to recount. Gosh, but oh well, you guys. I mean,
mean, man, what a way to, I wish we would have had a puzzle.
We wanted the puzzle after all, huh?
Dang.
There is a part of me that's like, because we did so much worse than them, it's like,
I have to, like, yeah. We didn't even get half the points they got.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I would be very interested when we're able to look back and see, like, what happened, to see what they had that gave them the total points. Because that's like, it's real. I want to know who has the damn chickens, okay?
Yeah, I wish
I know. Or a canoe. Somebody has a canoe that they have in their garage that they take out onto the river, whatever. And a hammock, I don't know. A live chicken, I don't know.
This part of the game is so scary. Everybody's doing their own thing.
Brendan, where are you? It looks like a long hallway.
I'm in my basement.
Oh.
Normally don't play from here. Yeah, it's my basement is kind of weird. Yeah, I normally play in my room, but like, I don't know. My basement actually has a desk, so I like to like sit forward, I guess. It's a lot better.
For a second, I thought you were, until you said you weren't at school, I thought you were like in the hallway at your dorm or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's very fluorescent lighted. It's very, yeah, you're right. It is very similar to like a dorm hallway. Yeah, it's not the best spot, but it has a desk, and that's why I need right now. So.
I will say I like the breakout rooms better. I don't know what he did when you all played, but we would constantly be calling each other on Messenger while things were going on Zoom when we were on breaks and stuff. And I kind of like the breakout rooms a little bit better because.
Yeah, me too. Definitely the breakout rooms. I don't know if they've been doing that since recently, or like I don't know if any of the newer players got to do that, but the breakout rooms are great.
Not to change the subject, but did anyone see the game last night?
Game?
Baylor showed up and Gonzaga didn't.
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh! Well, that game the other day with UCLA and Gonzaga, I think that took the wind out of Gonzaga. I mean,
yes.
I mean, they won it in overtime with that shot, but I just think they were just zapped. From that. That's just so hard to, come by. And I mean, just to try to recuperate from a win like that, it's got to be exhausting. It probably took everything in them to win on Saturday. And then I don't think that Monday they just look like glazed over.
I was rooting for UCLA because they beat Syracuse, and so I was like,
"Oh, that's right." Well, Syracuse beat San Diego State.
They did. They did indeed. I was like, it was going to be my team, then at least they better win the whole damn thing.
Well, that's what we said. Like, okay, we'll root for Syracuse because they beat San Diego State.
Right.
We want to say like, okay, that they're good enough, and then UCLA beat, and then San Diego State beat UCLA during the regular season. Sports.
No, I was thinking about you during the March Madness season.
I'm getting my internet connection is unstable, so just give me a second, guys, if I'm not responding.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tribal Council. I'm going to go around real quick and ask a few questions. I'll kind of pick on people randomly, but I'll try to make sure everyone has a chance to say a little something before we get to the vote, so don't vote just yet. I will start with Brendan. I'll start with you, Brendan. You kind of called it out, so I'll point it out as well. You're the only returning player that has played twice before. Do you think that's an advantage for you or a disadvantage?
I don't know. I think with so many of us that are like returning, I think it's kind of like here nor there. I mean, and I purposely I didn't want people to get scared by the fact that it said like seasons 6 and 7 or 7 and 8 or whatever it was. So I definitely wanted to explain that, hey, I only played for one vote the last time, so I wouldn't freak people out. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I think in terms of the new players, I think they're all kind of looking at us in the same way.
And how about for you? How much do you think kind of past relationships and your previous seasons, how much do you think that's like previous season play is going to come into factor here in this game?
Probably a good amount. I don't know for other people, but I think not in a good. I think it's everyone's advantage that we each have a few people, at least in the beginning, you know. But you know, we're not doing so well because we're about to lose 2.
Yeah. So, Michael, I'll come over to you next. Do you think that it will stay kind of this versus game where kind of the returnees will try to stick together, and then down there and the newbies all stick together, or do you think eventually it will mix up and new strategies will form?
Well, I mean, I think for now it probably will, but then, you know, people always look towards the end where there's a totem pole and you get the one person who wants to make a big move, but that's, you know, we're tribal council number 1, so I can't be thinking about tribal council number 12 at this moment. So trying to stay in the moment and stay alive because it's so hard to determine who goes home first.
Yeah, so Donna, what kind of determines this first vote for you? Is what's coming into play? Is it past relationships? Is it challenge strength? Is it people you feel like you can trust off the bat? What's playing? What's in your mind as you think about your vote?
Well, I think it's all of the above. I think that you're trying to, weigh the options. There's not a lot of wiggle room, with 6. And so you're just trying to say, like, okay, the first vote and who do you have a good feeling with? Who did you previously work with? What are your thoughts on those people? And so yeah, I think you're taking into consideration all those factors.
And so, Caleb, how do you make the right decision in this first vote? What do you think you need to move this group forward and win?
This early on, I think you're trying to judge people on first impressions. You don't know them. And you're also judging people a little bit based on your knowledge of them in previous games. That's all you can do. It's interesting because obviously the rookie tribes aren't dealing with that. They're not at tribal, but they won't be dealing with that right away. And that's seeming to be something that could hurt some people in our own tribe and the other tribe just on previous gameplay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Crystal, I'll come to you next. Do you think the rookies are at any sort of advantage not having those relationships to navigate? Whereas you guys have some experience in the game, you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. You might have a little advantage on the challenge side because you've done some of this before. So who has the bigger advantage?
I don't know that one is as an advantage and one is a disadvantage, like one outweighs the other. We obviously have knowledge because we have played before. We understand the structure. We understand sort of the commitment that goes into it outside of this sort of set time. A lot of relationships and a lot of what happens on these nights happen outside of the game. And, I know the first time that I played, I was not prepared for that. I wasn't prepared at all for the amount of time that I would be spending outside of sort of the 4 scheduled nights. So I think in that way we have an advantage, but I think that they might have an advantage in the sense that they don't have any preconceived notions about anyone that they're playing with, right? So for them, it really is, for the most part, I'm assuming, maybe the likelihood of 1 or 2 people knowing each other, but for the most part, they're all strangers to each other. It's like we all were the first time we played. But we came in and I saw that there were people from my season. I was very excited about that because I already knew their strengths and weaknesses from the previous time we played. So I was like, okay, so I have an idea of what I'm up against, which I felt like was an advantage, but they also know what I bring to the table and what I don't. So it also works against me.
Great. Well, if anybody has anything else that they would like to say before we get to the vote, now would be the time. Don't have any sort of live tribal discussion. All right. With that, we'll get to the vote. You can privately message me the name of the person that you would like to vote out. Just me personally on Facebook, not on the Zoom, and not obviously in your tribe chat.
Checking mute. I'm on mute. Okay.
This is so stressful.
I think Caleb and Crystal gave really great answers at the end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, I love Crystal. She's like the player I want to be but can't be.
But do you think that was about Michael? Like the idea, right? They played together, correct?
No, I don't think Michael played with Jen.
Oh, okay. So Crystal played with Donna then.
Donna and Brendan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, when she said that she started, like, she knew a lot of people, I was like, ooh, you're not, don't say that. And then
yeah,
she turned a corner. I was like, okay, thank God. But
yeah,
for a second I was nervous for her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, man.
I really want to see Caleb play, so I'm really hoping he's not the target.
I know.
But I also want to see Michael and Jen play. But I think Michael is a logical target here. Oh, wow, that was fast.
Whoa.
asked to leave the Zoom immediately.
Oh, wait.
Please just a reminder, do not communicate with anybody left in the
Do
game
we wanna stay
in
on?
any way,
Yeah.
shape, or form. Certainly can talk to them after the game is over on April 27th, but please be respectful of the game and keep it nice and clean. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, no idols in play. I do have to tell you that an idol has been played on one of your tribe mates, so any votes cast for that person will not count. And the idol was played for Jen.
Oh!
If you receive any votes, they will not count.
Okay.
First vote. Donna.
No.
No.
Caleb.
Oh no!
Are you kidding me?
Next vote.
No!
Two votes Caleb, one vote
What?
Oh man.
Caleb.
What?
Caleb, one vote Donna. Next vote. And with 4, that is enough, Caleb. I'm sorry.
Oh my
No.
gosh.
Robbed.
First casualty.
I feel like season 7 is jinxed. Like, I don't understand.
All right, restart the game.
Right.
Yeah, what's happening?
Caleb, we already miss you.
I mean, we knew like anyone that left, we were going to be sad about.
Yeah.
That's oh my god.
Why him though?
Maybe he was just like the slowest responder and someone threw out his name. But it's a kiss in the coffin.
Well, apparently, Crystal, like Crystal and Rachel had like a problem, right, in season 6.
They did, yeah. Do you think she took
I don't
him out
know.
for that?
I don't know. I don't know if she knows.
Did you hear what Crystal just said though?
No, what
she
she said.
that Caleb, I think this is what I just heard. Caleb like texted, I'm sorry, Donna Caleb texted Crystal and was like, Donna, vote Donna. So I think Caleb's vote was Donna.
That makes sense.
Happened.
Okay.
Also, they're idol on Jen.
That's weird.
Do you think that came from the other tribe? Maybe?
Probably.
It had to.
Ask a couple questions and then we'll get to the votes. So don't vote just yet. But I would like to start with Susan. Susan, obviously coming back, do you guys feel as though you have an advantage and that you kind of know what to expect? You have a little bit more knowledge about the challenges, or do you feel like it's a disadvantage as they're a bigger target on you coming back as a returning player?
I would think coming back like tribe-wise, it would be an advantage. We should know what to expect and what was going on. I just think maybe the other tribes had maybe more of the higher point ones. Like there was no breakdown, so we don't know. But I think with there being half returnees, that shouldn't put a target on anybody's back. I mean, it's equal opportunity. I don't think that's a major reason, at least.
And Dee, how much do you think past gameplay and past season relationships will play a factor in the game?
I don't really know necessarily because, I mean, since this isn't an all-star season necessarily, I mean, there's some people who might have made it to the end. There's some people who might have been a first boot or something like that. So basically, like, the inline of that is that not necessarily everyone has played with each other. For my season, the two people who are from season 5, I never played with one of them at all. So I don't necessarily think pre-relationships will be a factor. They definitely could be. In this tribal, I wouldn't be shocked if it was, honestly. But that's just the nature of the game, I guess. So.
All right. So Stephanie, Dee, I was calling you Dixon. I've never called you that before. Dee talked about people having made it to different parts of the game. Do you think people that have made it further in the game, did they have an advantage versus people who didn't last as long? Do you think there's an advantage, or again, is that a bigger target because they've lasted longer in the game? Maybe then, therefore, they're a bigger threat.
Well, it depends. I mean, it's all different dynamic. There's different people playing different variables, so it really depends on what those relationships are, because they're different people. So I don't necessarily think if you've made it further in the game that you're going to be. Yes, you probably are used to being in a tribal council or something like that, but there's so many different variables that I just I think that comes into play as well.
And so, Brandon, how do you choose this early on? It's always a little tricky. So what are you basing your vote on? Is it performance on that challenge? Is it relationships? Is it threat level? What's the best avenue for a vote?
Well, first of all, I gotta say I like this whole tribe. I think we vibe nicely, even in just like conversation. It's hard. I hate first tribal. That sucks. But I guess that you just, for me personally, I think I'm going with a vibe. So like, I feel like I'm vibing well with some people maybe opposed to others, and I think that will be where I go with that.
Allie, any thoughts on the newbies, as I'm calling them, the rookies? Is there anybody that has stood out to you already, or anybody that you could see as a threat level, or are you not even thinking about them at this point?
I mean, I haven't gotten the chance to talk with any of them, but obviously they're challenge threats, considering both of the rookie teams absolutely murdered us. I know, like, when you were introducing them, it sounded like these are people who have played games, maybe not yours, but they're definitely well-rounded. So I don't have any specific people who I think are threats yet, but it's definitely not going to be a walk in the park for the returnees.
And so, Darius, as you think about the game, do you think that it will stay and remain a rookies versus returnees type of game, or do you think people are going to be willing to mix things up?
Well, we don't know how long we're going to be these tribes, obviously. So I think for now we've got to work with what we know and what we've got. But no, definitely, I think that people are going to branch out. There's, I'm sure, going to be lots of twists and turns and unexpected things that happen that force us really to work with rookies.
All right. As always, I will leave a little bit of open time if anybody wants to say anything live at Tribal Council. Everybody loves a good live tribal. But if not, it is time to vote. You can send me the name of the person you'd like to vote out in private messenger with me personally. Just the name of the person you want to vote out. Please don't send it in the Zoom or to your tribe chat, and I'll be back with the votes.
Nothing from any of that.
Yeah, what's gonna happen?
I have no idea.
Well, we know that there's going to be a random idol played.
Right.
So that's going to be interesting. Do we think it's coming from the rookies or?
I wonder if it's coming from the other side. Like, you know how they all split up? I wonder if it came from that other side. Like,
I don't think so, because they would have known that it was coming. Right? I think it would have to come from the two winning tribes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
right?
was
Wouldn't that make sense?
Our season was the winning tribe got to give it.
Mm-hmm. But I'm interested in how that played out. Like, did they have to vote? I'm sure Justin will tell us.
Ours was like a group discussion, and people were pushing for certain people, and then it just ended up all on Pete.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Pete.
Oh, Brandon looks stressed.
Yeah, he does.
He's always stressed. I hope it can't be Caleb and Brandon. Like, come on.
Could you imagine?
That would be so sad.
Are we assuming Allie, Darius, and Stephanie are definitely voting together?
I think so. It would make sense, at least for the first vote.
Oh, this is fast.
This person started out, they'll be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. Please do not communicate with anybody left in the game. Please help me keep it a clean and fair game. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. No idols in play. All right, I can tell you that an idol has been played for one of your tribe members, and that person will not, if any votes they receive will not count, and that person that received the idol is Susan. So any votes cast for Susan will not count.
Oh boy.
That's how it gets to be.
This is gonna get interesting.
This is bad.
Oh, Darius.
Oh my gosh.
Darius looks worried.
D.
Oh, he's already got the peace side up.
It's D.
Oh.
Two votes for D. Next vote.
D.
Wow.
The next
I
vote
wonder
is
how he
D.
knew.
4 votes, that is enough. I'm sorry, the tribe has spoken. Thank you so much for playing. I'll see
Oh,
you
he
soon.
was so awesome.
Well, he probably knew because he thought Susan was going. So since Susan couldn't
All
receive
right, well,
votes,
I will be
Interesting. Oh, now season 8 has majority.
Well, congrats, Susan. Wow.
Yeah, that was really random. Do you think
I think
the
it was the
team that
winning
came in?
prize. It was probably the winning prize from the other tribe.
You've got friends in high places.
Yes, I wish they would show themselves more often. I was like, I'm gonna assume they just probably thought like the little old lady was going. You know what I'm saying? Like, isn't that usually how it is? Like the age thing. That I'm just assuming that's what they assume. Maybe throw a wrench in the plan. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
I guess they don't know you because you're a vibe.
Yeah. You're a vibe.
My
I
age
would like
people
Dee
give
didn't
bad
communicate that much.
representation on TV.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I made it out of tribal alive. This is like the
Oh, that's right.
This is so
Mhm.
nerve-wracking.
You
That's
only went to
right,
that
she only
one?
went to
Oh my
one.
god, that is funny.
That's
not
it.
funny. I mean,
Oh,
it's
that
not
was
funny
like-
for you. Oh my gosh, it was crazy.
Did you guys get far in your original seasons?
Did we? Did mice?
oh, okay.
Oh my god, it's 10 o'clock already.
Yeah.
All right, hello,
Is
everyone.
Justin behind?
So,
I'm gonna
Neos and
attempt
Dokimi getting
to
a new look
prevent
at
this from doing that again.
the Exagora and Poly tribes. We've lost
Try
Caleb
this.
from Exagora, and we lost D
Oops.
from Poly.
I have to go.
No
At
longer
the
in the game.
Maybe I'll be back next week. I
Bye,
hope.
Melody.
Hope someone
Bye,
did it.
Melody.
Bye, guys.
We are moving right along to our next challenge, and it is called Just Say It Already. And here's how it's going to work. The tribe will determine one leader, and you need to do so now. I'm going to set a timer for about 1 minute for you to determine your leader. And your time starts now.
We're all one tribe now?
No, no. Each tribe, each of the 4 tribes need to determine one leader.
Are you sure this isn't a 22-person merge?
I'm pretty sure, yes. About 10 seconds I'll need the leaders to unmute for me and let me know who they are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so who are our leaders? We will start with Neos.
Oh, me. Hi. Sorry.
Robbie? Yes. Okay. And Dokimi.
Cody.
And so we got Robbie, we got Cody, Dokimi. Next would be Pally. Polly, it's more exotic.
I'll do it, Justin.
Allie. Oh, Pally and Allie, that's fun. And Exagora.
It's me, Jen.
Jen. All right. Perfect. So here's how it will work. People are getting up. Here's how it's going to work. Cody, you're the leader. You got to know the rules. Yes. Here's how it's going to work. The leader will be on mute for the duration of the challenge. I'm going to give the leader a list of survivor-related terms that they need to get their tribe mates to say using non-verbal clues only. Each time any tribe member says the word the leader is looking for, they will score a point, and the leader then moves on to the next word. Anybody can answer at any time. I will be in there with you, and I will hear it, and I will say correct and the word. So correct, ladle, whatever the word is, all right? So until you hear me say that, keep shouting out your answers. But be sure that they're loud and clear, because if I don't hear it, I can't score it. So
If you're talking all over each other, it's going to be hard for me to score. So I will say it as soon as I hear it. It must be the exact word. So if the word is swim and someone says swimming, that will not count. So just know that. It's got to be the exact word on the list. You cannot change your leader at any time. So the 4 of you are stuck in that position. You also cannot skip a word. So if you get stuck on a word, you've got to find a way to get your tribe to say that word any way you'd like. Leaders, you cannot use sign language, but if you do need to use numbers in terms of first word, one finger, that kind of thing, that's totally fine. But you can't like spell out a word with sign language. All right. You also cannot mouth words or like write the words down and show them to the camera. Try to figure out all the ways you might try to break the challenge. So none of that. The 3 tribes to score the most points in 3 minutes will win immunity. The losing tribe, one and only losing tribe, will go to tribal council, but your leader will be safe. So your leader cannot be voted out if you go to tribal council. All right. And if two tribes are tied for the lowest points, then we will run a tiebreaker. The winning tribe from the last challenge, you guys will both need to sit somebody out as well. We're going to go in reverse order. So Exagora, you guys will go first. We'll go backwards. Exagora, Polly, Dokimi, and Neo. So I'll give you all a few minutes to strategize, and I'll pop into your breakout rooms to run the challenge. Dokimi and Neo, so you'll need to sit somebody out. So by the time I get to you, just make sure you know who is sitting out. That person will stay on mute and won't participate in the challenge at all. Any questions, especially for the leaders? Leaders, you feel like you got a grasp on it?
So these things are each happening within our own breakout rooms.
Yep, so I'll be in your breakout room with you. I will send you a list in Facebook Messenger to the leader of the words that you need to get your tribes to say, words or phrases, and then I will start a timer for 3 minutes, and I will score as we go.
And I can like run and use props or something?
You can use props as long as you're not using words on the props. Like you can't point to actual words on it, but props are fine. Yes.
But you can get, like, if it's a noun, can you get the exact thing that it is?
You can.
Okay.
If you own some of these things, I'll be very impressed. Cool. So I'm going to put you guys in your breakout rooms. You'll have time to strategize. Exagora, I'll be with you in just a few minutes. So you want to strategize the fastest. So I'll be there very soon. Good luck.
All right, let's strategize.
The coconuts grab your boobs.
Who was on Exagora?
I'm gonna look up like a list of Survivor things.
I saw this last
I
season.
do not know.
Was this one?
And it was like, yeah,
I
this
think
was one
that
of
was
them.
the.
It was camp.
I think it's this one. I'll just keep an eye out for Justin.
So yes, if I start doing charades moves, it means like it's hard and I'm going to somewhat be creative with how I'm trying to get you to say the word.
Could I suggest a strategy? I mean,
yeah.
We definitely don't have to do this because this is like kind of tricky. But you know, there are 26 letters in the alphabet. We could assign a number to each letter. And then once you know what your word is, you can spell it out with numbers. That's an idea. We definitely don't have to do that. But like,
that would take way too
Let's do
long.
a quick version of sign language.
Essentially, yeah, essentially. Like if the word was
You did say we literally could not sign, but if in this time period I made symbols, okay, real quick.
We don't have to commit to
No,
that.
don't do this.
What if I start doing random
Michael's
numbers?
just smirking.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
do the first letter.
He literally says nothing.
It will look crazy because chances are it's going to be like letter number 20.
Yeah.
So if I do like a quick 20,
Oops.
then we would have to figure out, again, with time, this is like if I'm really in a bad place, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm in a bad place, let's see, A, B, C.
And just make sure, I think we should all just be calling out as many things as possible, and you can just give us a yes or a no if we're on the right track.
Yeah, so, but you are allowed to say it's 4 words if it's a phrase, right? 4 words. Lead just by holding up a 4?
Yep, so 4 words, first word, act something out. Okay, I got the words.
I'm not yet. I just wanted to. That's where I'm going to send them when we start.
You're going to let me know when we start?
Yep, but I need to start in about a minute or so. So if you have any last minute strategizing, now's the time. So guys, just make sure your answers are loud and clear. If you don't think I heard it, but you think it's right, shout it again, just in case you're talking on top of each other. But I'll do my best to listen, and I'll say correct the word, and then we'll go to the next word.
Oh, you haven't sent me the words yet. You just
I haven't. I won't until I hit the button.
So I just go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Brendan.
Okay.
Or Michael.
Just in my notebook, I'm quickly going to write A-1, B-2. So in case she gets to that spot where she has no other way to explain it, she can flash numbers and we know what letter she's trying to convey. But it may not come to that, but I'm just going to write that down just in case.
All right, Jen, you got to mute yourself. Just
Okay.
Make sure we don't hear anything in case you accidentally do things.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yep.
So if the word is has an apostrophe, like I'm, is that I am, or I'm is one word, or I am is 2 words?
We won't have to worry about that.
Okay.
And just so you know, these could be words or phrases. It may not just be one word, so keep that in mind as well.
And they're Survivor related, like Survivor adjacent?
Correct. All right. So as soon as I hit the button, your time will start. Your time has started. Gonna start in the first one. You can only go one at a time.
Each.
First word.
9 letters.
An I. Immunity.
Blindside.
Marooning.
One word.
9 letters. Let's see. No.
First word.
Starts with an I? Starts with an I? Okay, starts with an I.
Idol. Immunity idol.
10. J-I.
Vote. Immunity.
I'll go tally the votes. Let's see.
Ten to 9.
Tribe swap. Let's see.
Emerge. Vote.
Intermingle.
It's one word.
One word.
One word, right? Is it first syllable? Is
Pandora.
it first?
Pandora's Island.
About a minute and a half.
Survivor. Island.
Survivor's correct. Go.
Wow. Okay.
Tent.
Trees.
Camp.
Shelter.
Shelter's correct. Go.
Good stuff.
Urn. Rice. Water. Canteen.
Coconut correct. Go.
Drink. Trade. Barter.
Swap. Trade.
Transfer.
Swap.
2 words.
2 words.
Second word.
Sounds like
Lighter.
fire.
Burn.
Sounds like
Burn vote.
merge. Tribe merge.
Does it sound like fire or burn?
Oh, earn. Something earn.
The voting urn.
Correct. Voting on. Go.
Good job.
Got 5 seconds.
Swim.
Swimming. Swim.
Snake.
Fishing.
Catching fish.
Diving.
Shark. Catch a shark. I don't know.
Time is up. Time is up.
Swordfish.
Baby shark.
Time is up. So you guys got 3, 4, 5.
We were on a roll towards the end. We just had to.
Oh, I didn't know how. I don't know how I would have done Survivor. I didn't know.
I know it's such a broad term.
So
Yeah, yeah. I get what you were meaning by doing like this. It's like, oh, it's what was it? No,
it was like so obvious that I didn't get
It
it.
was so hard as possible. Like, no, Jen, you killed it. You killed it. That was just that survived.
No, but
Alright. So as soon as I hear somebody say it, I will say correct and I'll shout the word. Allie, as soon as I hit enter on these words in your one-on-one chat with me, that's where they'll show up.
Okay. I'm
And
gonna
as soon as-
have 1 second to make sure that
Guys, can everyone pin Allie so that she's the only one you can see?
Oh,
Or not the only one, but she's like the main one.
Right, got it.
Yeah, there you go. That's
So
good thinking.
Abby Darius, all right.
All right, Allie, you can have your camera on, but your sound just has to be off. Okay, are you ready? Your time starts now.
You tall.
Oh, Survivor.
Survivor, correct. Go.
Survivor, nice.
Shelter.
Shelter.
Correct. Go.
Coconuts.
Correct. Go.
Swim.
Bag. Flip flop. Which
Swap tribes.
Tribe swap.
I heard swap. Yep. Go.
Vote.
Voting box.
Earn.
Voting block.
Vote out. You've been voted out.
Parchment paper.
Tribal
Voting
council?
paper. Vote department. Tribal. Vote block. Block vote.
Lose your vote.
Feel a
Lose your
vote?
vote.
Eliminated.
Blindside. Oh.
Blindside. Eliminated. Voted out.
been cut.
You've been chopped. You've been.
Slash your throat. Cut your cutthroat.
Vote.
Vote.
Put it in the parchment. Vote reread. Vote.
Vote. Put your vote.
Revote.
The tribe has spoken.
Tribe vote.
You've been,
Tribe has spoken.
tribal earn.
Tribal
Tribal earn.
Tribal,
The earn. Vote.
Tribal earn paper. Tribal earn box.
Oh God.
tribe.
I'm gonna count your votes.
Tribe voting again. Vote.
It's time to vote.
2 words.
2 words. 3 syllables.
3 syllables.
The tribe has spoken.
2 words. First word is 3 syllables. Vote.
Right?
First word, 2 syllables. Voting.
Voting block.
Voting. Earn. Voting.
Correct.
Voting
earn. Yes.
Oh my God.
Bird, fly.
Chicken.
Chicken.
Fish.
Fish. Correct. Go. 1 minute.
Earn.
Earn.
It's torch.
The tribe has spoken.
Torch. Correct. Go.
Torch.
1
word.
0 0 0 0 0.
$1 million.
Correct. Go.
Nice.
Alliance.
Correct. Go.
Side swap. Side.
Sleep.
Sleeping.
Figure out
bed.
3.
Shelter. Sleep. Dead. Sleeping. 1.
1 word. 2 syllables.
2 syllable.
Laying.
Lay
Planking.
Lay
Lay down.
Laying down.
Lay down. Lay low.
Lay up.
Lay.
Sleeping flat. Laying flat.
Laying.
Starting over. Go for it.
Throat.
Time is up.
Ah.
Got 9. That one was lies.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right, you guys got 9. I will be back.
Good job, team. I don't think that was bad.
tough.
I
Good job.
thought that was decent.
Wow.
Voting earn was really hard.
Oh my God, voting earn. How ridiculous.
I got halfway through the list he gave.
What were some of the other ones?
Oh, I just back. Oh, it's just okay. Well, I guess we're not going to try that.
Sitting out.
Cody, you ready?
Wait, did we decide who was sitting out?
I don't think we'll sit out. I didn't get any in our practice.
All right, Matthew, if you're sitting out, just need you to mute and turn off your camera for me.
Good luck, everyone. Let's kill this.
Got this, guys. All right.
Also, just so everyone knows, the Patagonia symbol on Justin's hat is not a hidden immunity idol. I tried.
Is that why we lost 20 seconds or no?
Pandora's box right there.
All right, Cody, do you have any questions? I assume not, since you've already muted. You good?
Why are you such a beautiful person?
Oh, thank you. So I put the message in your Facebook, so that's where you're going to get the words. You see that?
Okay. Yeah, it says words here, but there are no words below that.
That's correct. As soon as I hit enter, the time will start. Make sure you're muted. Everybody make sure you shout it nice and loud, maybe multiple times. If I didn't hear it the first time, I will say correct when it's correct. Your time starts now.
Season.
Survivor season.
Survivor.
All right, Survivor, yes, go.
Squish shelter. Shelter. Okay.
Correct,
Shelter.
go.
Leave, quit, evacuate. Orange.
Orange.
One word.
Orange
Fruit.
team.
Hide, hidden idol, a hammer, shelter.
Backstab.
Food. Oh, water.
Coconut.
Coconut. Heard it.
Coconut water.
Great. Vote. Vote swap. Vote swap.
Vote swap.
Heard it, go.
Okay. 2 words.
2 words.
First
word.
Vote.
Vote.
Vote steal. Vote swap. Vote. Vote nullifier. Voting earn.
Voting earned, correct, go.
For one word. Fish.
Fish.
Fishing.
Correct, go.
Burning fire.
Match.
Fire making.
Fire making.
Fire.
Flint. Torch.
Torch, heard
Fire
it, go.
making challenge.
Yeah, torch. We got torch. Go. Survivor season. House. Shelter.
Tarp.
Temple.
Tarp. Tribal council. Where's he on? There you go.
Shelter. Wood.
Blankets. Comfort. Money.
Make it rain.
Rain.
Shelter. Not make it rain. Money.
Rain. Forest.
One
word. Money.
Money. Dollar or money.
Money challenge. Reward challenge. 1 million.
$1 million.
Correct, $1 million.
Confessional.
Them. Tribe. Other tribe. Okay.
Person,
One
one
word.
word.
Allies.
Alliance.
Alliance, correct, go.
Backstab.
Enemy.
Loyal.
Nemesis. Backstabber. Whisper.
Confessional. Liar. Behind.
Confessional.
Lie.
Liar. Lying. Liar.
Conniving.
Money.
To
swap.
Oh God.
Betrayal.
Power couple. Backstab. Power couple. I already said that.
Shady. Is it one word? One word. Okay.
Okay.
Shady alliance. Backstab. Enemy. Nemesis. Dead. Lie. Dead. Fish. Lying. Plank. Dead. Man. Dead. Death. Redemption.
You guys were so close. It was lies, plural.
Come on!
Poor Cody.
Lie.
Every other variation of that word.
I was waiting. Someone even at some point said lie. I heard a little S way after it, and I was like, I don't think that was it.
You can count it if you want. We're the new team. Come on.
All right. Good job, guys. I'll be back. Okay. Matthew, you can come out of hiding now.
Look, I think that was pretty good. I actually choked on $1 million, though.
That was
That was so good.
And your gavel.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, we got this.
True recording all of that. That was good.
You ready, Robbie? Wait, where are you sending me this list? And Facebook. Okay, hold on. I haven't been checking my messages, so let me go to you. My mom messages me on Facebook, even though she has my phone number. And if I read it, she's like,
the words will be there.
Can you see how many we have to do?
Yes, no.
Got this.
I'm not. Okay. I do need to know who is sitting out. I'm sitting out. Baby, if you can turn off your mic and your camera, please. No, I have to mute. And yes, Robbie has to mute. Everybody else, I will shout "got it" and the word, just so you know that you've completed it. So if you don't hear it, you haven't got it. Just remind you can't skip words. So you can struggle with one for a bit.
Can we pin Robbie? Is that okay if we pin?
Oh, yep. Go for it.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions? There we go, Robbie. As soon as I hit enter, your time will start. Time started.
T-shirt.
Castaway.
Person, leader, tribe,
Person.
professional, cast member, booth,
Production.
Host.
cast
Jeff
member,
Host. Jeff.
cast away, fish
Cast
away, the maroon.
Castaways.
Okay.
Like a cast member, a teammate.
Cast person,
Casting.
casting,
Cast. How many words?
Tribe.
One word.
Okay. Cast,
Cast.
cast away, cast away, castaways,
Casting.
Word.
buff,
Survivor contestant.
You said Survivor, go.
contestant,
I heard Survivor, yes, go.
God.
place,
Place.
the tribe, the shelter,
Shelter, heard it, go.
water,
Fiji.
water, canteen, water hole,
How many words?
Drink.
One word.
one word, round, bottle,
Rain.
coconut,
Coconut, heard it, go.
Coconut. Ooh.
merge, pre-merge,
Oh,
Split.
what's it called when they like?
Flop. Swap.
switch,
Swap, heard it, correct, go.
vote, cast a vote,
Earn.
Urn.
Voting urn.
box, voting urn,
Voting urn.
Heard it, yes, heard it.
fish,
Fish.
Heard it, go.
rock down,
Torch.
snuff out,
Torch, heard it, go.
money,
Reward. Individual reward.
$1 million,
Prize.
Correct, $1 million.
Merge. Merge feast. Merge.
tribe,
Tribal council. Jury.
merge boot,
How many words? One
one
word.
word,
Merge.
Merged.
combine, come together, second, two syllable, 2 words, 3 syllables, one word,
1 word, 3 syllables.
About 10 seconds.
Merging.
merge,
Together.
Together, like swap. They are marooning. They're combining.
single tribe, final.
Has expired. You guys got
Good job, Robbie.
Good job, Robbie.
Yay.
That one was Alliance.
That was Alliance.
Survivor took me way too. I don't know why I was like.
No, we should have gotten that. Ugh.
All right, I will be kicking you guys out.
Sorry.
Good job, Robbie.
No, I think
That
we
was
did
fun.
good.
I think we did good. Like,
Yeah.
I feel confident.
Once we got into it, I feel like we were getting pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah, once we.
$1 million. I'm sure.
Because like no other people were like doing all those like.
All right, welcome back. Avi did a great job.
but there can only be 3 winners. Oh God, did I get it right? Yes, there can only be 3 winners. So our top 2 teams tied, which were at 9 points each, Polly and Gakimi. So congratulations, you are safe. And also safe with 8 points is Neos. Congratulations, which means, I'm sorry, Exagora, you are heading to Tribal Council. So I'll put you guys back in your breakout rooms. We're almost on time. We'll probably run 5 to 10 minutes over. So if you guys can stick around, we'll be wrapping up soon. I'll do this Tribal Council. We'll meet up as a group, and then we'll wrap up the episode. So if you need to use the restroom or anything like that, you've got 5 to 10 minutes to do so. Exagora, I'll give you guys some time to strategize, and then we will head to Tribal Council. Just keep in mind that your leader is safe. You cannot vote for your leader. So Jen, you are safe. Brandon, yes.
We're staying in this room?
I'm going to put you in your breakout rooms.
Oh, in your breakout rooms. Okay, cool. So sorry. I probably should have been listening.
That's all right. Cool. So I'll be back in a little bit. Your breakout room should be back open.
All right. Oop. They're all just excited that they won. So Donna's tribe has to go back.
I don't like that.
This stinks.
So we are going into a final 21 with all 12 rookies and only 9 returners.
Wow.
Dang.
That's
Any
fun,
thoughts?
I hate when like the returnees like just like run the game. So it's kind of fun seeing like the rookies are going to actually stand a chance this season.
Yeah, it puts them in a position where they have to fight for it.
Yep.
I mean, but like, I know that they're rookies to Justin's game, but they're not rookies, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
This is the thing, is like they're all super strong players. So, like it's over Facebook Messenger that they're making connections versus, in person or whatever, however else the orgs go. But like, they're not rookies.
Yeah, true.
I think that's what's really interesting about this dynamic of players too, is that you have super strong game players, like just across the board, and in very different ways. And I think I said this in the cast reveals, you have a bunch of really social players that doesn't become the pivotal part of your game anymore if everybody's a social player. So it really is going to come down to what connections do you make in this game. And if rookies can bond and really form those strong, tight connections at the beginning, I don't think the returners have a chance.
I don't like that.
What's interesting is that for the returners, right? Like they have points to prove, and they have people that they want to get out. And I think that can cloud their judgment a little bit and not see the long game.
Yeah.
I'll play devil's advocate and I'll say that because they've lost so many, I think they're going to go into whatever the next phase is like even harder than they planned on playing. And I think that some of them may be able to change the tides going into episode 2. So
yeah, it's like a supercharge, right? Like you just get that fire under the belly.
Yeah.
And I think Brendan is here to play. Michael is always here to play. Donna's a strong, like Donna's a strong player. I don't know enough about Crystal and Jen, but from what I've seen, like this is going to be a hard vote. Like who goes home is going to be tough.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably going to be Michael, only if the season 6 people are 100% sticking together, because that's 3 right there.
Yeah.
So, and Jen's safe, so Michael would be the obvious, but I would be very shocked if it ends up being one of the season 6 people, then because that means that they turned on each other at this point. So,
so do you think Jen volunteering to be leader ultimately saved her in the end?
I could see it.
Probably, yeah. And he announced that before they chose.
No.
Do you remember?
No.
Or it was after? Oh,
Mhm.
okay. So it was just like luck of the draw.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that they had Jen be the leader, knowing that she'd be immune, right? Because like, wouldn't that be your target then? Like you were just immune from the first tribal,
True.
unless you're running the show.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I guess it's just like, do you speak up at that moment and be like, no, we don't want you to be leader, or do you just kind of let it happen and
Right.
hope that you win, you know?
Yeah.
Unless there's already a major alliance that we don't know about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So here's our tribe.
Everybody on their phones.
Everybody's on their phone. Brendan seems pretty confident.
Jen is gone.
Well, she's not going home, so she doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, right. She's like, I'll just do whatever. I hope they don't target Brendan for that idea about the numbers thing.
Yeah, it ended up confusing them with the
I
1-9.
know, because Jen was doing it, but then no one was. Oh gosh! Every time Justin comes on screen, it's like scary. Oh, he's muted.
Oh, I've muted them.
Since we are kind of up against the time tonight, but I'll just kind of go around the room real quick. Jen, you're safe. So, any thoughts going into this vote on kind of what's going to happen? I think a lot of times with these challenges, it's easy to kind of blame the leader, but with you being safe, you know, where do you think that puts the vote at this point?
I know who I'm voting for. That's all I know. Honestly, I'm not used to being on a losing team. And then I feel terrible. I'm like, obviously I'm a part of it, so it's like, this is different. But anyway, I only know what I'm voting for. So I don't know where it's going to go.
Crystal, how about for you? How does this compare to the last experience you had on your season?
It's exactly the same, Justin. I was on the tribe that lost every single challenge in the first episode. Now, I'm not saying that is my fault. Like, let's first be clear. I helped them then, and I certainly helped our team this time around as well. So, like, I'm not saying it's my fault, but it is a pattern, one I wish would not repeat itself, frankly. But, you know, this sucks. We were just sort of chatting about, we had the least amount of time to strategize and prepare, not that was our downfall or specifically, but, you know, we did have the least amount of time to sort of talk about it ahead of time and sort of get a game plan to go forward. We also got hung up on what we thought was going to be a strategy to help us, and it actually hurt us because we couldn't figure out our own strategy. So we just didn't have enough time to sort of flesh that out. So yeah, you know, for me, it sucks. This is the part of the game I hate more than anything else, and I actually, in all 100% honesty, really, really enjoy these people that I'm working with right now, and I don't want any of them to go. So like, this is a sucky vote. This one I'm not happy about in any way.
Brendan, has there been any discussion around the idea of Pandora's box and what could be out there? Is that something you're even trying to plan for, or?
Oh, you asked the wrong person. I'm so bad at finding advantages. Like, I mean, I don't know if we've talked about it, but it's just something that we're all aware of. I don't know. I haven't engaged the rest of the tribe in terms of like how much they like to search for advantages and keeping their finger on the pulse in terms of who has them. But yeah, it's something that, like, there's so much stuff going on. In my position, I'm just like, all right, let's make a plan, go to tribal, and then let's see how Pandora's box screws us over. So it's just another thing to like calculate in your head that just gets lost in my brain. So I definitely don't have anything from there. I don't know what it's about. I've never accessed it. So yeah, it scares the crap out of me, to be honest.
Michael, last vote was unanimous. Do you think this vote will be the same?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where people really stand. I mean, looking as an outsider with Jen being safe and the three of them playing previously, that could play into it. I could be the odd man out. I'm hoping that's not the case. I don't know how this vote's going to go.
And Donna, for you, what is more important? Is it kind of people that you can trust, or people that you think are gonna play the game the way that you want to play the game? Or are those the same thing?
Well, I mean, first of all, it's, I mean, everybody's playing the game, and we were playing the game. We just haven't played a game as well as 3 other tribes right now, and that's unfortunate. And it's like we keep getting behind the 8 ball, whether it's not enough time to strategize, or not having someone that was in a place that he could participate, or it's always everyone's playing the game. As far as the trust question, you know what, I got a vote last time, so I obviously I didn't think I was going to, but that happened. So trust is just, I would say it's part of the game, but also not trusting is part of the game. So that's my take, and I'm sticking with it.
All right. With that, it is time to vote. So you will once again message me the name of the person you would like to vote out privately on Facebook Messenger. I'll be back with the votes.
I'm on mute.
What why did Jen make that face? What was said?
Yeah.
I don't know. She's been making pained faces every time that Brendan speaks. And if you're looking right now, they're all looking down, and Brendan was kind of spinning around.
Oh, no.
Maybe I'm reading this wrong.
I think it's Michael or Brendan. I think that if they vote against one of their own from their season, it's because of the challenge.
Yeah.
Brendan's the easy out, right? He's the one that came up with the strategy. He also owned it too, but I don't know.
I think it's going to be Michael.
I don't want someone from season 6 to go, but that's because I'm biased.
Oh, so is Crystal.
I do think Michael is in a weird spot, but he's also really good at those spots. He knows how to finagle things and to get people to trust him. And I'm also contemplating that he might have something like an idol or something else to play too, which could also throw this out.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Because he might as well play it here if he's got it.
He's got to.
We all like a little chaos from Michael. Maybe not all of us.
I can't wait to see these confessionals. I can't wait to see what is actually happening.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the biggest dilemma of being in this position, is that we conjecture a lot. We make assumptions based on what we know, and we don't know a lot. There's a lot we don't know.
Right.
Especially this first episode.
I think that's why I'm loving it so much, because I'm just oh my God, what is actually going to happen? Because then after this, we'll kind of have a little bit of an insight.
Will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. Please do not communicate with anybody left in the game. Help me keep a nice, clean, and fair game. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. No idols in play. All right. Remember, take 3.
Brendan looks stressed.
So does Michael.
Jen!
Oh.
Next vote.
She's petting her dog.
Brendan.
Oh my
gosh.
One vote.
Michael.
Next vote. Brendan.
No.
1 vote, Michael.
Wait, it might be 3-2.
The next vote is for Brendan.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Tribe has spoken. Thank you so much for playing. I'll see you soon.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
This night sucks.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Wow.
Kudos to Michael for getting
Good
out
for
of that.
him. I mean, I saw that.
Yeah,
like,
that was-
oh wow. Michael's good at that.
Okay, so we're definitely all getting shuffled up. So good luck to everyone wherever we all end up.
Preparing for a tribe switch.
We'll keep trying.
Oh. Bye.
Come on.
Wow.
Yeah, this is gonna get really exciting really fast.
All right, our other three tribes getting a look at the new Exagora tribe. Brendan voted out at the last tribal council. Brendan is out of the game. Which means now we have no more Brendan confusion. So that's great.
Which happened last time
No,
too.
Brendan, he will be missed. All right. So I want to congratulate you all on making it through episode 1 and night 1. You should all be very proud of yourselves. Oh no, what have I done? Hold, please. Hold, please. Oh God. Zoom is having a meltdown. Okay, and then we're going to share this. All right, perfect. So congrats again on making it through night 1. And with that, we will wrap the night. I just want to remind you again to please not communicate with anybody that is outside of your tribe. Really, really important that you only communicate with those that are in your tribe. That being said, it sounds like a good time to mix.
Yes.
Yes. I was like, don't do that.
You're going to drop your virtual bus.
Brandon was ready for that. He knew that was
So this is
coming.
how it will work. I'm going to put everybody into a bag.
Choose 10. Oh.
Yeah, they are shuffling them.
Segura tribe will be no more. We will move to 3 tribes of 7.
I knew it.
Oh, nice.
Dang.
And everybody basically has a chip with their name on it.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Don't judge me. I will call you out one at a time. You will pick a number. Behind each of these boxes is your new tribe.
Oh, I gotta pay attention.
So it'll be completely
Gotta pick
random.
number 10. Gotta pick number 10. Oh, let me write. I need my index cards.
Yeah, take your notes, Mike.
I don't have any. Oh no.
I can write it down if you want.
I have a pencil. Oh no. I'm just gonna write it on this.
So have your number ready so that we can move this along as quickly as possible. I do need to pop out of this so that
Oh,
I
no.
can edit it. Okay, great. Here's our bag. And the faithful first person is
Dokimi.
going to be Donna. Donna will pick first. Donna, which number would you like?
10.
10.
9.
Oh, bad choice. Bad choice.
Donna
Wait.
is on the, oh my gosh, Neo's tribe. I just like totally drew a blank. Neo's tribe for Donna. Up next is Allie.
I'll pick 10.
Smart girl. Give her an idol. Give her an idol.
Dokimi. I need to move this up. You see the tribe names. Cool. Up next is Crystal.
3.
Is Dokimi.
Crystal and Allie together?
Is Sarah, our first newbie. Make a pick.
I'm gonna go with 14.
14 is Dokimi. I should take rookies, not newbies. That's weird. Rookies. All right. Up next is it Stephanie G.
Ooh.
Stephanie G, are you out there?
Sorry, hello. I'll go 13, please.
13
Number 13.
is Leo.
Number.
It's a ladies' game right now. Let's see.
Was Stephanie with Sarah?
Julie.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
Ooh,
so.
I'll take 4, please.
4 is Polly, our first member of Polly.
Who is that?
Julie. She was with Stephanie and Sarah, right?
Yes.
Darius.
Let me pick 19.
Is Dokimi.
Ooh, I'm really liking that tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Next, Susan.
12.
12 is Dokimi.
Wow.
Wow. Sarah's in trouble there.
Susan and Crystal back together.
Oh, poor Sarah.
Is Davy.
I'm gonna go with 21.
1 is Neos.
I think Stephanie and Davey were together.
Yeah.
Brandon.
I'll go with lucky number 17, please.
Is Dokimi.
Wow.
Interesting.
Okay, that's good for Brandon.
That's a great tribe.
Sarah's in big trouble.
Not for Sarah.
Yeah.
Matthew.
Can't see the different colors. There we go.
I will take 6, please.
Is
Yes, he's with Donna. That's good.
Up next, Jen.
16.
Is Neos.
Wow.
Who was that, Jen?
Yeah. With
All right.
Donna.
Good for Donna.
Ashley.
8.
8 is Polly.
Oh, that's good for Julie. They were together, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Is Stephanie O.
7.
7 is Polly. Next, Brophy.
15.
Dean is Dokimi.
Oh no.
No.
Oh.
Oh
That
no.
means the Dokimi tribe is full.
That's a great tribe, though.
Michael.
Was she with Sarah? No,
Yeah.
right?
Michael needs to be on Neos here.
Let's go 11.
11 is
Oh, he lucked
Neos.
out.
What did he get?
He's with Jen and Donna.
Oh, good. Okay.
So it really depends on who ends up the 7th person on Neos here.
Mm-hmm.
20.
This is Polly.
We only have one more returner to go.
My lucky number 5 is still there. I'll take 5. This is Polly.
Who was that? Laurel?
That was Scott.
Scott.
Oh.
Odie. Number 1. Neos.
Oh no, Susan. Oh no, Susan's there. Who's the
Our last 2
only?
folks will be on Polly, but we'll let them pick numbers. Laurel. 18.
Stephanie's the only returnee on Polly.
Polly.
Right?
Oh, I forgot Stephanie was returning. Right.
Our final person, Robbie.
Yep.
We'll get number 2.
She always gets tribe screwed. Swap
Yep.
screwed.
I will set up a new tribe chat for you. Once again, Dokimi is Allie, Crystal, Sarah, Darius, Susan, Brandon, and Brophy. Neos is Donna, Stephanie G, Davey, Matthew, Jen, Michael, and Cody. And Polly is all rookies with Julie, Ashley, Stephanie O, Aviva, Scott, Laurel, and Robbie.
No, Stephanie was not a rookie.
So really interesting the way the tribes broke down. Excited to see what happens next. Once again, please.
Stephanie's like, that's fine. Yep, I'm a rookie too.
Yeah.
Just call me a noob.
It's an honor system thing. I can't stop you, but I really hope you'll all keep the integrity of the game. So please do not communicate with anybody that's outside of your current tribe as of this moment. So I will remove you all from your former tribe chats, and please do not communicate with anybody outside of your tribe. And with that, we will see you all next Tuesday for our second episode. Thank you all so much. Congratulations on making it through night one. You're all that much closer to the hunt for the win, the $200, and the title of Sole Survivor of Pandora Season 10. So thank you all so much, and have a great night.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, what a tough night.
That was intense. Brendan doesn't make it past the first episode again.
God damn it.
So disappointing.
I know. I'm texting him right now. Hopefully I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sure.
Yeah, that was tough. And you know, like, so, and just personally too, I'm thinking Brandon is now the only season 7 player left because both Caleb and Brendan have been voted out already.
Oh my God. That might be good for him though.
I think so. I think it actually works in his favor. I think he was going to rely on Caleb too much anyway. And I think they were going to be too dynamic of a pair. I think so just to run down the groups really quick. So Dokimi, we've got Ali, Crystal, Sarah, Darius, Susan, Brandon, and Brophy. So Sarah and Brophy are the only 2 rookies.
Were they together originally? No, right?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Brophy, I feel like her social game is going to be strong. So I don't know if I'm too worried about her quite yet. We'll see.
Yeah. I'm interested because you've got Brandon, Darius, and Ali, who were all on a group together and voted together. So they've already been testing their loyalties. You've got Crystal and Susan, who were in a group together. Wait a minute. Yeah. No. Wait a minute. Ali, Darius, Susan, and Brandon were all together.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's crazy.
So who was with?
Oh, Mike, let Justin in.
Oh.
Who was with? Wait, sorry.
Justin.
Yay!
Hello.
Hello. Good job.
That was really good. Yeah, it was a great first episode.
Some sad boots, though.
Oh my gosh, right? 3 returners, which is crazy. All dudes, crazy.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, like I was thinking about that.
I mean, as I said this to Dee and Caleb, like every boot's gonna feel terrible, especially when it's the returners that we know and love, right? So they're all gonna be tough ones. So yeah, those were rough. Yeah, it pretty much went to plan. 15 minutes late as per usual.
Not too bad.
I've been toying with the idea of them breaking themselves into tribes in the beginning, and I loved the way that it happened, and like the way it went. I was nervous like how it would go, but they both did it like down gender lines, so it was 3 and 3. I was surprised anybody let Darius, Ali, and Stephanie like go together in a 3. Like that seems silly.
Yeah. We weren't sure because I didn't have the sound on when you were doing that because it wasn't in a main chat, so I didn't know that the game had started. So we were wondering kind of how that all worked out.
Oh, yeah. So I just basically popped into the rooms and I said, hope you're all enjoying getting to know each other. You have 5 minutes to split yourself into 2 groups of 6.
Hello in the future to those.
Sorry.
I was like, Hannah's here.
So we're sitting here talking about this season, and Joe is going to watch his season because it's just more interesting. Like he's just going to go watch those episodes.
Someone asked me for it, and I was trying to queue it up for them. Sorry.
Oh my god!
I wanted to make an appearance.
That's funny.
Anyway, wait. Can you let us know how the idols got sent?
Mm-hmm.
So that was Neos, who had their rewards. They could send an idol, one to each tribe, to whoever they wanted, and it would be played as that was an idol. It didn't really affect anything. So, they what's funny is they originally talked about saving Brendan, and then they swapped it over to. And Brendan didn't go to the second vote anyway, so I don't think it would have changed anything. But the first thing was like, oh, that guy got idled out. Like maybe we should save him. And then somehow it changed over to Jen and Susan.
Wow.
I don't know, just kind of they present themselves as maybe older ladies, maybe outcasts. I don't know. But didn't really affect the outcome anyway. I was obviously bummed. I think Caleb wasn't able to really contribute much to the challenge playing from work. So that I think, got him a little bit stuck. I'm just building the new tribe chats and people are asking for them. So I'm waiting.
Yeah, I was curious about the Caleb vote.
Remember last season, Joe was like, can you set up the new tribe chats, please? Like, I'm ready.
I don't think I did that.
I will go back and find the message.
No, I wanted you to message that.
Oh, yes.
For people to check their spam because
that's what it was.
Yeah. I wasn't that crazy.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, you were.
That's fair.
So back to the tribe breakdowns. So Dokimi, we've got 5 returners, 2 newbies, 2 rookies, 4 from the same original tribe. Mm-hmm. So that'll be an interesting dynamic. I think the 4 of them potentially stick together and pull in Crystal. And then Neos, we've got a really interesting dynamic on Neos because we've got 3 returners being Donna, Jen, and Michael, where Michael was kind of on the outs with Donna and Jen, and they kind of kept him in. And then we've got Stephanie G, Davey, Matthew, and Cody, who are all rookies.
Thing is, I think Matthew and Donna will work together.
Mm-hmm. And Cody's
they're one of the few that have kind of that pre-existing kind of way outside of orgs relationship that, as soon as he was on that tribe, I was like, oh, that's going to be an interesting mix. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how that plays as a factor in the game for sure.
Yeah. And I think Stephanie, Davey, and Matthew, if I remember correctly, were all on a tribe together. And Cody's the only person.
Oh, do I have it wrong?
Maybe I have it wrong. I know Stephanie and Davey were together. Matthew was on that tribe.
Matt was with Cody, right? Because Cody did the leader, and Matt sat out.
Oh, maybe you're right. But
yeah,
there were 2. There were, yeah.
I can't think of it. Justin, do you have it?
Matthew did sit out. I remember that, and Davey sat out. So
Like
you're
the
right. So
original
they're
tribe
on different
breakdown.
tribes.
Yeah,
You're
I
right.
have the original tribe breakdown.
So Matthew and Cody work together.
I think so.
Yes. Matthew and Cody were together with Stephanie G.
Okay, good. And then Aviva, Scott, and Brophy.
Viva, Scott, and Brophy. Yeah.
Okay, so got it.
Yeah. So on that tribe, you've got Donna, Jen, and Michael as kind of the returners. You've got Stephanie G, Cody, and Matthew who are all together, and then Davey, who's kind of the odd person out on that tribe. So the question is, does he team up with the returners and make it interesting, or does he stick with the other newbies, the other rookies, which is what I guess he would probably try to do, and they'll try to loop him in there.
Reminds me, was Aviva the one that said that she knew Donna? Like she recognized Donna?
Julie was.
Oh, did I get this wrong? Stephanie G's and Stephanie O. I said all newbies, but it's not Stephanie O.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Stephanie O's a
Damn
returner.
it. What an idiot.
And
You're
we're just
fine.
like, and she's just like going with it. She's like, yep, yep. Also a rookie. Yeah, I think Stephanie O is a clear target if they go to tribal council, which is super disappointing because she got kind of swap screwed in her original season. But I think it does come down to a lot of luck with this, like, you know, who you end up with and what relationships you were able to build. Stephanie O clearly could not have made any relationships with these people yet.
I'm trying to remember. So the breakdown here: Julie, Ashley,
Laurel,
and
Robbie.
Laurel and Robbie were all together. Aviva and Scott were on the other tribe. So it's 4-2-1 essentially there.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't want to call her out. I want to apologize to Stephanie though, just for saying it was all newbies, but I don't want to like call it out in the tribe chat and be like, "Oh, made a mistake."
Oh, never mind. There's one returner. Stephanie's a returner.
That's
Light
not a
her
big
on
deal.
fire. Yeah.
There's 2 Stephanies. It's understood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't know if in this season that pre-tribes, these first 4 tribes, I don't know if that will actually mean anything because there's so many relationships that are crisscrossing. You know, in Heroes vs. Villains, we saw it a little bit more because everybody was a returner. Everybody was kind of back into the game, so it was kind of like a fresh new start. Whereas in this season, there's very different relationships kind of coming to terms here.
And those org relationships, right? Like the outside
Exactly.
of this, that's huge.
Yeah. Do we know if Donna and Michael know each other?
Probably.
I wonder if that factored in at all.
Yeah. I mean, Donna's such an interesting person because everybody kind of knows her. Like if you're even remotely in the community, like you know who she is. She's the dress lady.
Yeah.
So like it's just interesting that like was just kind of thrown right out right at the beginning in that one rookie tribe.
Yeah, Julie was like so excited about it. I loved it.
What happened?
Julie was like, did you guys see who that was? That's the Survivor dress lady.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's on video.
I have to look it up right now because I had no idea.
I didn't either. So when I
cool.
showed up to Survival Challenge in 2019, everyone was talking about it.
I didn't
was
know
like,
either.
What are you talking about? What is this? So yeah, I didn't know either.
Yeah, it's from Survival Challenge, I learned.
I just Googled Donna Survivor dress lady, but I didn't find anything quite yet. So I'll refine my search.
You might have to go to her Facebook or something.
Brandon just sent me a confessional, so I'll have to listen to that.
Oh, you know what was funny? I don't know if they're gonna think about it, but when Brendan left, you said "see you soon." I wonder if they're gonna read into that.
I tried to say it a couple times because I said it a few times because I want to. I mean, I've already told you guys it's not happening, but
yeah,
I want to keep a mystery about that just in case because we have had that the last few seasons, but there won't be. But I've tried to. I purposely said that I think twice so far. I think the first time though I said like we'll see you soon or see you again soon or something like that. I can't remember what I said. I tried. I was purposely trying to do that.
That's cool.
Fancy.
So,
Any advantages out there? Pandora boxes?
So many things already.
Really?
All right. So yes. So Darius and Brophy.
Oh wait, hold on. Gotta get my pencil. Okay. Go ahead.
Wait, I gotta look at the thing while you say these things. Okay, go.
So Darius and Brophy, they were the 10th returnee and 10th rookie in the Zoom. So they went to Pandora's box together. And were able to chat a little bit. They didn't really say anything, but and then they picked a box in front of each other. So
and they're on the same tribe.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Brophy got a hidden immunity idol.
Oh,
but in exchange, her tribe had a disadvantage in that first challenge.
Okay.
So that was what that was. And then
Wait.
Darius.
And Darius knows that?
And Darius knows that.
Oh, shit.
That could be an interesting dynamic on that side. And then Darius got a tribe swap power where he can swap any 2 people at any point up till the merge. So
Wow.
I'm really curious how that, like, if he's going to try to save Stephanie, you know, kind of like what Andy did in season 8, right? Like swap something around to try to save Stephanie.
So instead of it screwing her over, it could hopefully save
It could
her.
help her. Yeah, yeah.
Help her this time. Oh, that's cool.
So she might like it this time. Cool.
And then does the person that picked number 10 get something? Was it Allie?
No. So so hold on, I have to find that. So the people that picked 16, 1, 14, 4, 15, and 18, which are all the corresponding letters for Pandora,
Oh, geez.
are gonna get put in a hat, and one of them will get pulled for Pandora's box.
Oh, tricky.
And those people are.
And those people are. I will have to go back to the recording and watch because I was too busy taking notes down. So I hope the recording worked, Mike, because I'm relying.
I
on
hope so too.
I literally was like, oh my god, I'm not.
Why would you rely on the first time I do this?
I know, right? I'm literally writing down names, and I'm like, I'm not putting what number they picked. Like, I was like, oh, I'll just have the recording. It'll be
You
fine.
should have.
It'll be
You
fine.
should have told us, and we could have written it down.
I know, I should have. I was too late by the time I realized I wasn't writing down the
fair enough.
numbers they picked.
Someone
So-
probably took notes in the game, you would hope, but obviously you can't ask them.
Yeah, I can't be like, hey, can you send me that list? Oh boy. So
That's
there's
cool.
that. So one of those people will get a Pandora's box. And then Brendan, Dee, and Caleb will each get to submit one vote for someone they want to go to Pandora's Island. And if it's, I'm going to assume that they'll all vote for different people. They'll get put in a bag and be randomly drawn one of those 3 people that they.
That's cool.
Pick. So there's that, and then last but not least, the first returnee and the first rookie to post a picture of firewood as part of the first challenge.
I knew it.
While they were looking for firewood, they found an idol, and that is Ashley and Brandon. So Brandon, as does Ashley.
Wow.
2 idols on Dokimi. Oh boy.
I know. One of which is known about by Darius.
Yep. So Sarah's not in a good spot.
Yeah, Sarah could be in some trouble, unless, especially because her and Brophy weren't on the same tribe to begin, right? So it's not like Brophy feels any loyalty to Sarah to try to save her and kind of play the idol between the two of them. Yeah, so it could be really interesting if like Darius decides to take someone like Sarah and swap that with Stephanie, right? And kind of, because he's probably not gonna, because he knows Brophy has the idol, so why would he swap her away? But he can, I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he wouldn't do that. Oh God, they're doing a video call. Stop it. Stop it.
Wow.
Oh,
already.
Wait, which tribe?
Oh, Brandon sent me a
Polly.
video. That's interesting.
Oh, is it the same one?
Oh no, yeah, I don't know. He says he's sending me all his confessionals.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna see them.
But yeah, it went mostly as planned. I think if I ever do, I wanted to mix up the first challenge because I've been doing the puzzles for quite a while, whether it was slide puzzles or jigsaws. I just need to figure out a better way for scoring because it took me so long to score it.
Yeah.
And
I brought my rice and lighter.
It took me a real long time to score it, and I went back and double checked all of it for all the tribes because I didn't want to screw it up. Then it was just such an obvious. At some point, it was just like such an obvious discrepancy between them.
What was the most like unique item that somebody had that you were kind of surprised by?
Live chicken.
Big.
No chicken. There were hammocks that I wasn't expecting to have. I'm trying to remember what all the things were.
Canoe?
There's no canoe. What are the bigger ticket items here? People did have survivor buffs. Matthew did have a torch, like an actual torch. I'm sure. I don't know if he has like a torch from an auction or what, but he did have that. Robbie, I think, had a paddle for a boat.
Wow.
There's no canoes though. There's no live chickens. There was some bamboo. People had bamboo. There were some buffs. There was no fish or coconut. There was a medical kit. Donna had the flint and steel, which didn't really help her.
Wow.
Didn't have it. Scott had a tarp. There's a few bags of rice, a lot of cooking pots and lids. Yeah, the Neos tribe, just like they had so many photos. Like they had so many more photos than anybody. They took me the absolute longest to score because they just had so many pictures. So yeah, they really crushed it on that team. There was a part of me inside that was a little glad that the newbies won the first two the two newbie tries won. Just kind of would have been sad if they got wiped out, and now they're in a pretty good position. Except for the one tribe, right? Which I feel like it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out, because are the returnees going to be like, hey, we've got to get some of these newbies out, or we're just going to get decimated? Oh God. No.
I think that's what's really interesting about this group of 21 people too, is that they're all game players. So like, I feel like this week is going to be intense.
Mm-hmm. No, it's too quiet shirts are going to be made this week.
Mm-hmm.
They're all going to be playing super hard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I think it was fun to watch Michael weasel his way out of another spot that he gets himself into. So that was fun.
Yeah, I was a little surprised about that, right? So the fact that Donna and Crystal turned on Brendan was interesting. Yeah. I mean, I think it would have been Jen.
Yeah, if she wasn't safe.
The leader, right? If she wasn't safe.
Well, he brought up that strategy about every letter being a number, and then Jen was 19, doing it.
Right? She was doing 19, right?
She was doing S, but then no one was figuring that out.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I know it. And I can see the words. Yeah.
That was tough.
Yeah, that was a hard one to watch, because like Brendan was the one that came up with the strategy. So
I don't know if that was like why they went for him, but
right.
You take a risk bringing up something like that.
So potentially that could prove a connection between Donna and Michael, because if they protect Michael in that vote and vote out Brendan, it could be because of a relationship that's already there.
Mm-hmm.
It could be. It also could have been, Jen basically said, I want to keep Michael around. And Donna and Crystal was like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
It was just he'd thank them at the end. That was the thing that I was like, what did you just do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He messaged me and he was like, I've been wanting to vomit the whole night, so thanks for that. All right.
I think it's fun to watch him because he plays chaotically without looking chaotic.
Yeah.
It's just so interesting to watch him.
He's a fun player. I'm excited to see what he does with this week, because I think he's one of those players that can make so much out of a week. Like he'll one that he's one that will make some moves over the week. So I'm kind of glad he's on a tribe that has a little bit more of a mix. The other two tribes, it's pretty split. It's pretty even. Like it's pretty not even. It's pretty known what will happen, or maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong, but a little more obvious than that tribe. That tribe has a little bit more of the dynamic in it. So, yeah.
We were commenting too that he was silent the entire time. Silent.
The whole episode, unless you asked him a question at Tribal.
Who?
He didn't. Michael.
Oh.
Yeah, his mic was on, like it was not muted, but he just sat there and said nothing pretty much the entire episode.
Weird.
Yeah, it was really strange.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Well, I hope you all have fun. I will see you.
Any winner pick or anything like that? I know it's early, but
I always screw them up, so I'm not going to say anything.
yeah, Travis, who's the next boot?
I'm not talking.
Who do you like?
I can't do that to anyone.
I guess maybe it's too early for a winner's pick, but I don't know.
Donna.
It's hard because it's hard we don't really know where the rookies stand right now.
True.
Yeah. Anybody from season 6, even with Donna and Crystal voting out Brendan, I still want them to do well, and Susan.
I think next episode we're going to see a lot more from the rookies because we'll see at least some of them in tribal councils. Right. So I think let's wait to kind of do our winner pick then episode 2. But yeah, I think this was a great episode. I think it'll be really interesting to see 3 tribes in the next episode.
Yes, it will be.
All right, I'm going to end the broadcast.
All right, thanks y'all.